How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Legal Latino Heat here. I'm gonna try to join different Streamyards right now. I'm gonna join this one right now, talking about Michael Jordan. I so happen to have a Michael Jordan set.
The reason why it's called free agency.
All right.
So,
All right.
is it
Yeah,
cool
go
to
Go ahead.
respond?
Go ahead. Before you do that, before you just real quick, someone's on hold. Let me bring them on, and then go ahead,
yeah,
Robert.
person.
And Robert, go ahead after that. 1 second. Legal Latino Heat.
Hey.
It's a prank call or not? Let's find out.
Latino
1 second.
Heat.
Hang
Oh,
on,
look.
bring on 1 second. All right. Hey, you're on the program.
Hey, you look. I got the Bulls jersey on, so I'm not joking
It's
around.
Latino
I think
Heat.
you've been on. I think you've been on
Speak
before,
up.
right?
Huh?
I think you've been on before, right?
No, I don't think so. I thought
Okay.
you-
Well, welcome to the program, Latino. Just real quick, man. Let's give.
Eddie Guerrero.
Hang on, Clan Peter. Clan Peter, you're saying a lot of things in the background, man. I think your microphone's kind of low. Your microphone's
Sorry,
kind of low. That's why.
sorry, just when I hear Latino Heat, I got to Eddie Guerrero.
No, Clan Predator. The reason that what I mean is it's okay if you say things, but your microphone is kind of low. So sometimes people don't understand what you're saying because your microphone's really low. Just so you know. Yeah. Just so Latino, if you can just you can jump in anytime you like. Let's just give Robert a chance because I think he's waiting.
No.
Yeah, thanks. All right, go ahead, Robert.
Okay, so this is my stance on it because it's funny because me and my brother, we grew up at the end. I'm gonna say near the end of the Magic era, like the first finals we remember is going back to like 1987 and up. So we got to see the Jordan era too. So my brother is like a die-hard Michael Jordan guy. He used to be a Magic guy, but a die-hard Michael Jordan guy. He like kill over the guy. And
Man, I'm sorry, man. I really
But here's the thing. Okay, this was because growing up, I didn't like.
I
Michael.
didn't do anything wrong, but I feel bad that your brother's so in love with Michael Jordan. You know.
Yeah. So, but growing up, I hated Mike. I hated him just because I was a Laker fan, and it was just like he knocked out the '91 Lakers, and we didn't have our full team, yada yada yada. So I used to say that all the time when I was a kid. But then the older I got, you know what I mean, I started to see his greatness. Now, in terms of him being the greatest, you know what I mean, that's another matter. You know, I feel like from a fundamentally sound standpoint, he was probably like the first NBA little guy, I would say, so to speak, because you guys mentioned a lot of big men. So you got your Russells, your Wilts, you know, your Shaqs, your Keems, all of them guys. They were big men. So he was the first, in my opinion, little guy, so to speak, that was able to take over the league in that regard, being the best offensive player, being the best defensive player for his time.
No, that's not true, man. That's
so
not
I mean,
true,
I'm saying that's I get. I knew you were going to say it wasn't true, but I'm saying that's the first player that everybody saw from both sides of the ball where they're like he's dominant, you know, or he was perceived.
It's only Michael Jordan fans who think this, man. No one else.
Well, okay, fair enough. But I'm saying because people didn't see back in the day, you know what I mean. They didn't know about the other players like your guys like Sam Jones and Havlicek.
You were 100% right, and that's one of the problems. But listen, man, a lot of people don't know a lot of things about the past. But then that's okay. I'm not knocking people for not knowing. Obviously, I don't know everything about the past. But if people don't know, A, why don't they do some research? And B, if they don't know, why would they come to a conclusion like, oh, it must be Michael Jordan as the number one guy or something like
just the results? They just look at that because everybody nowadays just look at results. Oh, six-time champion, 6-time final MVP, 5-time MVP, like no other guy in the past that was a wing player ever did anything like that.
I wouldn't even go by awards, but you're right. A lot of them just look at the results. You're right.
It sucks, but that's what they do.
That they do. You're right. Okay, Latino Heat. Obviously, you're a Bulls fan, so I want you to know, Latino Heat, that Michael Jordan is not the number one NBA player of all time, and Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. And nothing rude. I just wanted you to know the information. Go ahead.
Not a problem. I'll just give me a few minutes.
Okay, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat.
I lie, I cheat, and I steal. Anything I got to do to win. Really quick, I'm 36 years old. I grew up in New York. I used to be a Knicks fan. Michael Jordan always beat the Knicks. 95 came around. Jordan left.
Oh, man. Latino. I never understood why a New York or anybody, but especially not anybody, not just New Yorkers, but especially like New Yorkers. Why would a Knicks fan wear a Bulls jersey, man? Come on, man.
No. Former.
He said former. Yeah, he said former.
In 95, I was like, these dumb Knicks. I think they lost to the Rockets. I was like, I'm done with these Knicks. The Pacers game when Reggie Miller scored like 80 points in 2 seconds. I'm like, I'm done with the Knicks. I'm done. Then Jordan came back in '96. Yankees
What
won
about the Nets?
95.
What
He came
about
back
the-
95.
95, but they won
What
the
about the
championship. 96, they won the championship. The Yankees won 96. The
Yeah, I
Bulls.
remember that.
I was like, what, 11 years old?
I was 13. I was 13. That was the year Magic
That's a
came back out of
1990s kids.
retirement. I remember that.
That's like when you see the
Hey,
10-year-old kids now with
1990s kids, huh? Ninja Turtles. No.
there you go. Power
No,
Rangers.
facts.
Look,
Ninja Turtles all day.
look, I got a whole big Power Ranger collection over there. Hold on, let me show you guys. Boom, look at that.
Dude, I still got
At least it's not Michael Jordan stuff.
I still got my Super Nintendo and my Nintendo 64.
Yeah, me too, man.
I still got my stuff.
Because
Yeah,
we
Super
cherish,
Smash
Go ahead, Latino.
we cherish that because we grew up and we couldn't get that stuff, you know. And now we're
That's
older.
Yeah, I'm not judging. It's all good. You can like what you like.
So the Jordan, right? I know you're the number one. I think he's number one because he's an assassin. He always won the game. Like you knew he's always gonna win, even when the Bulls would lose a game 5 to go back home and win it. You knew Jordan was gonna close it. You got players like LeBron. He needs a bunch, like a whole roster
LeBron
full
James
of
has been brought
all-stars.
up.
I know, but
Yeah,
everybody wants to talk about LeBron.
Yeah,
Just a
they
quick
do.
service announcement.
Yeah, they do.
I just do this sometimes whenever a Michael Jordan fan brings it up. I don't always do, but sometimes I go, all right, ladies and gentlemen, a Michael Jordan fan has just brought up LeBron James. Go ahead.
Because who's the GOAT, right?
Well,
Everybody,
I'm a Kobe guy, and I bring him up because that's the media hype right now, and it's like, dude, I see so many holes in that. That's greatness to y'all? That's
no.
he's great.
LeBron James is no doubt a better player than Michael Jordan. There's no doubt about it.
No, sir. No. And I'm not even a Jordan fan. I'm not even a Jordan fan like that. But I'd have to heavily disagree.
I don't think you're a Michael Jordan like a zombie fan, but I think I'll put it to you like this, man. If there was a party of Michael Jordan fans in the house, you're not at the party, but I think you're outside somewhere on the front gate.
Well, because look at it like this, man. Because like I said, my brother is like that, a diehard guy. But for me, I never really liked him, but I do understand that he was great, and a lot of things in terms of the game, the basic fundamentals of the game, he was much better than LeBron James at. Much better.
If you like, man, you can prove that to me. If you can prove that to me, I'll be on your side.
Okay, look, let's go down the line right now. Who a better defender?
I have no idea. How would you know?
You have no idea?
No, I don't. How would you know? There's no way to know.
A dude got defensive player of the year, dog. Like, and one dude didn't.
So are you telling me awards are reliable?
Huh?
Are you telling me awards are reliable?
No, but I'm saying the dude was usually one of the best defenders in the league. LeBron James is not. That's number one. Number two.
Hang on, one at a time. Says you.
No, that's a fact. You go look. Go look at games. Go look at games.
Okay. So not everyone would agree with you. So whose tape is right? Whose magical tape?
Okay,
is right?
whether whose tape is right, we going based on the results. You're not saying, oh, there's a dope offensive player, I'm gonna put LeBron James on him. No, you'll say I'll put Michael Jordan on him.
And you know what? And you know what? You could say the same thing about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't stop the best offensive players.
No, he had times where he did. I'm not saying he shut down. Nobody can shut down anybody.
So did LeBron James. He had times where he can guard people. Well, who did Michael Jordan stop?
He played. Put it like this: he played good defense on my guy in '91.
Which guy was that?
Magic.
Hold on. No, he did not. You're making that up.
Yes, he did. He played good defense. Yes, he did. He played good defense.
I was Scotty.
Yes, he did. No, Scotty had a good game. Scotty had a good game too. Scotty had a good game too in game 3.
I heard you the first 3 times. Let me answer this.
Yeah.
I made a highlight tape. You know what I did, man? I literally wasted my time. I recorded every time Michael Jordan guarded Magic Johnson in the 1991 finals. That's on tape. Maybe 1 or 2.
I got it. Yeah, I got the tape too. I got the 91 finals.
Let me finish. I'm sure you got the tape. I'm sure you played it. I'm sure you were there. I'm sure you love it. That's not what I'm talking about. When I made the tape, other than maybe 1 or 2 that maybe a commercial came so they didn't record it, whatever they have on tape, I recorded it. And I made a highlight video where I showed Michael Jordan guarding Magic Johnson every time on tape. The majority of the times, he didn't stop Magic Johnson. And check Magic Johnson's numbers. He was not stopped.
No, you said check his numbers, but he still wasn't as effective as he. Did you watch that whole run in '91, them going to the finals? Did you watch that whole run?
What does that have to do with this topic?
Everything, because of the fact is my boy Magic was going nuts all the way from the beginning, all the way up until the Western Conference Finals, and going into the finals, at certain times he wasn't as effective as he was in the Western Conference.
You can say that all you want, man. The numbers don't say that.
Yes, they do say that. Go look.
Okay, well, I mean, listen, man, you believe something. I can't convince you if you believe it. I not only did I make a highlight video, which you can play, I also have the numbers. The highlight video showed Michael Jordan did not stop him 100%.
I didn't say he. I didn't say.
When I say stop, obviously once in a while you get a steal here, a fumble here, turnover here, and all that. But in general, he could not stop Magic Johnson. It was a mismatch.
I agree with. Listen, I agree with you. Hold up.
Hang on.
Hold on. I agree with you.
I'm gonna give you plenty of time. I'm gonna give you just let me finish it. All right.
All right. Go ahead. My bad.
When he guards him, it's a mismatch. He cannot stop him. In fact, he got tired of guarding him. The NBC was saying, "Is Michael Jordan tired?" And they switched up and put Scottie Pippen on him for this reason, because Michael Jordan
remember
stop him. So when you say he slowed him down or whatever you're saying, I don't even care whether it's stopping him, slowing him down, guarding him, whatever. He did not stop him. And if you don't believe me and you don't believe the tape, check the numbers. Magic Johnson got his.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
I didn't say he stopped him. Nobody can stop Magic Johnson. All I said was he played good defense on him. Like when you're going against another great, you're not stopping another great. A lot of times he'll stop himself, whatever the case is, or whoever the superstar is. But what I'm saying to you is Michael Jordan, every year that he played, was a top offensive guy and a top defensive guy. Now, whether he was
hang on, someone's on hold just real quickly. Just bring him on 1 second. Zero, hey, welcome to the program.
What's going on, man?
Robert, go ahead and continue. But Robert, before we get to the other topic that you're about to bring up about offense, let's solve one topic at a time. I know you didn't say he stopped him, but you were basically making it seem like, hey, he did something on defense. He just guarded him. That's all he did. It was a mismatch.
Okay, cool. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's what I mean. I give you that. Whatever you feel, what you feel. I'm just saying. My point was,
it's not a feeling, man. It's a fact. He didn't stop.
No, what's a fact? But what's also a fact is I'm saying he was one of the top offensive guys, or arguably the top offensive guy, and one of the top defensive guys every year.
Okay, how do you know?
You can't deny that.
I can't. I'm going to deny it.
You can't.
I'm going to deny it again.
You can't deny that.
We know offensively he was. I don't deny that. How do you know every year he was one of the top on defense? How do you know this?
Look at defense.
Thank you. Thank you.
He doesn't agree with. By the way, Robert, he doesn't agree with you. He's going to say what he knows you're going to say. Thank him.
Right, but I'm saying, but I didn't have to finish it. Whether he agree with it or not, that's a fact.
Okay, well then we're going in a circle. I asked you earlier, do you think awards are reliable?
Yes, a lot of times. The only time is recently. I'm gonna say like the last 10 to 12 years, maybe a little bit longer, when they started making the MVP award about who got the best.
I'm just wondering, how do you know all this?
What?
How do you know when the award is reliable and when it's not? Because you say so.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm going based off my opinion. I'm not saying what I'm saying is 100.
That's the problem right there. I don't go on opinions. I'm
but
going
no,
on
but you still are though. What you're saying is opinion. It's your opinion.
Give me one opinion. I told you I don't know. I didn't give you an opinion.
Well, when I told you that Michael Jordan is a great defender,
right?
You said that's not true.
6-time all defensive.
Latino, I never said he was a great defender. I never said that.
No, but oh my goodness! I mean, if you go back and listen to yourself,
I'll tell you what happened. I know what I said because I said the same thing to every Michael Jordan fan. I said,
I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. But go ahead.
I'm actually changing it. Remember, I was saying you're outside the front gate. I think you're a little bit more close to the party, man. Not all the way inside, but you're trying to knock on the door a little bit, or you're not sure you might want to leave. You know, I'm not. You're kind of like thinking about going in and thinking about leaving. But anyway. You were talking about who's a better defender, and Michael Jordan was one of the best every year, and he won the awards. I was questioning those things. I never questioned that he wasn't a good defender.
Okay, so do you feel like? Let me ask you a legit question. Do you feel like the awards they were giving them back then were more so on popularity?
I think it depends, but I can't prove it to you because there's no facts. But I'm telling you this: when you go by people voting, that doesn't always equal facts. If you
that's true.
If you think awards are reliable, then Kobe Bryant was the best player in the NBA one time. Steve Nash was better than Shaq, and Bill Russell was never the Finals MVP.
I knew you were going there. That's why I said that's because that's where I was going.
And
I was going to say
there's more. There's a lot of examples I can give you. Awards are not reliable. It's people voting.
that's true.
Let me ask you this, Robert. Let me ask you. You said you want to ask you a question. Let me ask you a logical question. If you were a voter, and somebody asked you, "Hey, Robert, I want you to tell me, if you don't mind, who's the best defender in the NBA?" The only way for you to, there's no way for you to know that. And even if there was, you'd have to play tape of every person on defense of every game. It's not practical. What they're doing, man, why they vote for Michael Jordan, you're asking me? It depends on the person. I can guess. If you want, I can guess. But at the end of the day, they're not going by, there's no way to know for sure who's the best defender in the NBA.
True, but what you know what they go on now, right? Maybe they were back then. They were just more quiet about it, I guess. But they try to go on defensive win shares, how many steals.
Man, hold on. You know who likes analytics more than anybody? You Michael Jordan fans do, man. You guys go by PER all the time.
I don't, because if you go look at some of those runs, it's funny because we was just having this conversation the other day, and was looking at old box scores. Like Scottie Pippen had a lot of impact on the game from a plus minus standpoint. If you want to go analytically,
I hate analytics, but even if I was going to go by analytics, even if I did, if you want to go by all analytics, Michael Jordan ain't even in the top in most analytics, man. He's not even near the top in most analytics.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I just found this out recently, though. Like you know what I mean? People don't think to go look at that, you know?
Right, especially Michael Jordan fans.
Right, it's true. Absolutely true.
So do
Absolutely
you still think?
true.
So it seems like you seem pretty open-minded. So let's just hope. I want to find out if you changed your take on anything. Do you still have the same takes you have about him being, the whole thing about the defense and all those things?
He was a great two-way player. I don't know if he was the best, like Michael Jordan fans say he is. Right, but I do think he was a great two-way player. Absolutely,
I agree. He was definitely a two-way. We're on the same page on that. He's a great two-way player. But if you ask me who's a better defender between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, I have no idea. But I'll tell you this, man.
LeBron is not better than him.
If I was bringing, well, I'm going to ask you again, man. Robert, you got some proof on this?
Yeah, actually I do.
Oh man.
Actually I do.
Let's find out what it is. All right,
hold on. I'm on Basketball Reference right now. I will look up any day you want, Universe.
All right.
Hey, look, check this out, right?
I think I know
how many times. Hold up, I just got a question for y'all because I got finals at the house on tape going back to probably about 2002. 2001, 2002, right?
Well, since you're from the 1990s, did you use a VCR? No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
The best way. The NBA games on NBC.
VCR definitely.
I'm just playing around.
That stands out to me. I did have a VCR though.
This reminds me, like, there was an Ice-T roast on Comedy Central, I think, and Snoop Dogg was making jokes. You know the roast, how roasts work, and Snoop Dogg said something like, I wanted to play one of Ice-T's songs coming over here, but I didn't have a cassette player in my car. So it's one of these jokes. But anyway, all right. Go ahead, man. You got some proof about the?
But I was going to say I used to work at the Staples Center for a while, so I used to see people firsthand. But I can remember notable times where LeBron had a shitload of, excuse my language, but a shitload of brain farts, on defense, going back to. Probably as far as 2007, man, bro.
You can go on YouTube and find Michael Jordan bloopers and him doing
not as much. Not as much. If there is any, not as much.
That's what you say, man. Again,
that's the truth. They got a whole. I just found out yesterday they had a full Shaq and a full edition on LeBron James. I didn't even know that.
Even if you're right, because you could be right. Maybe there is more tape, but if that's the case, because they don't show as much tape of Michael Jordan doing questionable things in the past. They don't even show that much tape of him in the 1980s.
That's true too. I give you that. That's true too.
Even the 90s, how much tape did they show you in the 90s? It's used the same old tapes. Oh, a spectacular play by Michael Jordan.
Look.
1998.
Hey, look though. They do have the one brain fart they do show is
and all that. But
the one brain fart they do show.
Real quick. So when it comes to tape, LeBron James is in the age of when there's more internet, more social media, more media and all that.
Video
So naturally,
cameras,
they're going to show more
smartphones.
stuff about LeBron James. But go ahead.
Smartphones.
Hey, I was gonna say the one thing they do show with Michael Jordan is when he is Orlando in '95 and Nick Anderson came and ripped him from behind.
Come on, man.
They show that a lot.
Yeah, but come on, man. Remember, come on, man. You George fans keep saying, well, he was rusty. He wasn't this.
No, he wasn't rusty. He wasn't rusty.
He wasn't rusty? You don't believe that?
Nah, he wasn't rusty.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
We agree. By the way, Robert, you know, another reason they don't show Michael Jordan negative tapes is because he makes the money. He's Nike, he's Jumpman, Gatorade, and all that. It doesn't help the companies to show him doing negative things because they're trying to build him up. They can try to make more money then.
Yeah, basically he's their investment. They've been doing this since the mid '80s.
All right. Well, legal Latino heat. I'm glad Robert agreed. He wrote in the chat room, MJ #1 out of top 75. Oh, was that Clan Predator?
I said Latino heat. Yes, I said Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah. By the way, Zero, actually, just real quick, let me be fair to Zero. Zero, you want to go over something?
No, I just wanted to say that, LeBron was a better defender than Jordan. And,
all right.
I heard he said that, LeBron hasn't really locked anybody up. Like, that's not true because, he did lock up Derrick Rose, in the conference.
He did not lock up Derrick Rose. He laid off of him.
He did.
Because he can't shoot. No, he did not. Go back and look at the tape. He laid off of him.
I don't know, Robert. I'm not going to say you're wrong or right, but you were kind of wrong about the 1991 tape. So I'm wondering if you're wrong about this one too.
How was I wrong about it? I said he played good defense. How was I wrong about that?
Oh, come on, man. We're going to go to circle again. You were saying more.
But LeBron fans always bring up 2011 about Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was not a shooter. All he did was lay off of him and send him to the defense. That's all he did. He did not shut him down. That's a lie. He never shut him down.
Even if you're right, Robert, you know why?
He's also played great defense on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, one of the reasons why they give credit to Michael Jordan for locking people up, you know why? Because his height and the way he's on the perimeter, it's easier for him to guard people a certain way. In other words, you don't expect Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 7'2" body and long arms to go on the perimeter and lock people up. So when you're taller and you're longer and you're wider and all that, you're not going to guard people on the perimeter the same way. So that's why when you see tape of Michael Jordan, it just looks better because his height, his weight, he's skinny.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah,
but when LeBron James does it, you can't expect like big guys to guard people the same way. So that's why they go, well, that's one of the reasons they go, well, he doesn't guard people as good as Michael Jordan, you know?
But what I'm saying is based on what he said, the guy, LeBron took a blueprint from 2010, the Lakers 2010 run when Russell Westbrook was going off on the Lakers. They did a switch, took Derek Fisher off of him and put Kobe on him and let Kobe play free safety and lay off of him. LeBron did the same thing to Derrick Rose. He laid off of him and played free safety. Oh, look, I remember that series very perfect.
Because no offense, Robert, because of your little history here, I'm not going to rely on you. You know what I mean? And it's not just you, by the way. In general, I've learned that when a Michael Jordan fan tells us something that we don't know, I've learned not to rely on them because lots of times they're wrong. You know. But Zero, do you want to address that? What he was bringing up?
Well, he also did locked up Kawhi Leonard too.
What?
As well. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, bro.
Oh man. Hey, yo, man, you lucky.
So tell me when he did it.
The nigga got fucking Finals MVP, bro.
Oh, no,
again, you're going back to the awards, man.
No, I'm saying if LeBron, hold on. He said he locked up. When did he lock up Kawhi Leonard? And Kawhi Leonard was the one that was balling in 2013, and then he got 2014 Finals MVP because he was balling. So when did he get locked up?
I'm talking about in 2020.
In 2020, in the bubble.
Yeah.
He did not lock him up. What are you talking about?
Yes, he did, bro.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
You need to look at the tape.
Okay, so now look, the guy that just said
he had a bad offensive game, but
LeBron had a bad offensive game.
Don't count it off.
No, I said LeBron had a bad offensive game.
Yeah, he did.
What I said.
Yeah, he did.
But
that was the game. I know what game you talking about. That's the game where he threw that shot up that was so bad in the clutch, he got his own rebound. It ricocheted so bad, he got his own rebound. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, hey, Robert, let me ask you, do you see a pattern with Michael Jordan fans always having like negative takes on LeBron James? Like, you know you're doing that pattern, right?
No, because I know where.
Oh,
Because my favorite. Okay, check this out. If that's the case, then because I mean, you keep saying Michael Jordan fan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. I'm a fan of the game. Period. But
I
I'm
mean,
a second.
but you're saying the
Like
same
me.
things that they say, you know.
Right. Okay. But I mean, so why is it that I know with LeBron's, in my opinion, what his best year was?
What do you mean?
Okay,
What-
so
what is
where do
LeBron's
you rank
best year?
LeBron James? That's actually my opinion. Like, I want to know that question. Like,
I
where do you
wanted
rank
that
LeBron?
too.
I'll rank him top 5, arguably top 10, depending on how you look at it.
Oh man!
And on that
some
note,
people think
I'm not
top
sure if
22.
Michael Jordan's top 75.
See that? No, that's a troll right there. That's a
And
troll.
I'm being 100% serious.
So if he's trying,
I'm being
He's
as
serious.
serious as a free bottle of Gatorade at AMPM. Man.
You have to explain why. You say that.
No, he's definitely.
Say why
Robert,
he's not
this
top
is not a
75.
shtick, man. This is not a shtick. He's serious.
Yeah, he's serious. He's serious.
We vouch.
I'll happily explain it, but I want to give a chance to Latino. Latino's been waiting patiently. I think.
All right, go ahead.
I know he went over some stuff earlier, but I want to give him a shot too. But unless Robert and Zero, do you guys want to bring up anything else?
No, I just want to ask you, like, you really like, so if you had a top 75, would you for real, would you put Michael Jordan in it?
So
No.
would you agree some people have to be left out?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So why is it okay to leave other people out but not Michael Jordan?
I mean, I guess because of when you look at people in their prime and the impact they had on the game, I guess maybe you could look at it like that.
Have you done that, or are you just guessing?
No. I'm saying that's probably what they go based on, like their top.
No, but what do you think? Because you disagree with me. So what do you think?
I think Michael Jordan definitely is a top 75 player. It's not without question.
But if it's okay to leave somebody else out, why is it not okay with Michael Jordan?
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from with that. That's true.
What qualifies an individual to be top 75?
Right. That's a great question.
Winning.
That's a great question Nerd is asking.
Yeah, like winning. Like how the level of winning. How much were they at the top of the game in their era?
Why would winning matter at all? Why would you go by winning?
He didn't win.
That's what you play for. You say, why would you go by winning? That's what you play for.
You can't win by yourself, man.
You can't win by yourself. We all know that, but I'm saying,
but you make others better.
Everyone knows that, man. Michael Jordan fans like you guys don't know that. You and Latinos.
But I'm not a Michael. You keep saying that. I'm a fan of the game. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, if you don't like the label of Michael Jordan fan, what label is okay? And don't say fan of the game, because if you're saying the same things that the zombies say, what I got to give you a label to
something. No, but listen.
I don't have to give you a label, but for practicality, it's just more.
But what's funny is,
hang on, listen. It's just more practical, easier for like to go. Okay, this guy is one of those guys. What's the label that's okay?
I mean, you keep saying I can't say I'm a fan of the game. There are players that I do like, but at the same time, you respect the others. That being said, I'm not saying you're not a fan of the game. I'm not saying you don't like other players. I'm not saying you don't respect other players. I'm asking you, if you don't like the label Michael Jordan fans, what label can I give you that's practical for that way I can go, this guy is one of those guys? Oh, I don't even know. I guess I look at players. See, there's a difference between me and Michael Jordan fans. I can look at Michael Jordan just like I say something positive about him. I can say something also realistic and what they see as negative about him too.
I believe you, but that doesn't erase all the other things that you say that are just in line with Michael Jordan fans.
But then I can easily throw that back at you, because a lot of things you're saying, a lot of things you say, I hear a lot of LeBron James fans say.
But you know what the difference is? It's not just LeBron James. Larry Bird fans say it. Bill Russell fans say it.
Well, you don't mean that, man. But hold on.
Hang on. So it's not just a LeBron James fan thing. And by the way, LeBron James fans don't agree with me because a lot of them go by things that I don't go by. But Michael Jordan fans are usually, I didn't say always, but usually they're the only ones who bring up the things.
Right. I mean, and that's cool. But I'm saying, like, at the same time, I still, whether you want to label me that or not, I can still look at Michael Jordan and say, okay, this was great that what he did. But at the same time, Jordan fans don't notice this, and this. And I do that.
I believe you. But the things the good qualities that because I'm not saying you're like dumb or anything. Obviously you know the NBA. Those good things they don't erase the other things that you think about, like Michael Jordan fans think. It's the same stuff. Man.
I love how you brought up Larry Bird too, because I'm a fan of his, and I was a Laker fan. I was
Well,
still.
you know what? I think Larry Bird was better than Michael Jordan. Do you agree?
I've heard that before. I'm not.
I didn't ask you if you heard it. Do you agree?
Yeah, and he got to win a record against Mike. So
right. So do you agree he's better? Because if you're saying you're a Larry Bird fan, are you as much of a fan as I am? I think he was better than Michael Jordan.
And he's the God.
Question.
Put it like this.
Are you open
put it
to
like
believe
this.
that?
Put it like this. If you telling me what you just told me right now, I can't get mad at it. Anytime somebody brings up Magic or Larry Bird or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I can't get mad at it.
How about if they bring up 75 other guys? Or 73, whatever.
Well, that's where it depends on those 75 guys. Like,
obviously, if you got Magic, Bird, that's like 73, 72.
Question:
So
Are you open to believing that LeBron is better or just as good as Michael Jordan?
No. It's not.
That's no doubt a Michael Jordan fan. There's no doubt about it, man. Come on. In the beginning, I was saying he might not be like them exactly. He might not be in the house in the party. He might be at the front gate. But then it changed. Like he's closer. He's at the front door.
Okay. All right. Look. Check it out.
Now I'm more convinced he's a Michael Jordan.
Take Michael Jordan. Okay, let's forget about Michael Jordan. Take Michael Jordan out of it, right? Even if we have Michael Jordan out of it, I still say the same thing. It's just hard for me to put LeBron in that area because now he brought up Larry Bird. That's another high standard. Dude was in the 50, 40, 90 clubs. He averaged 11 rebounds. For darn near.
Robert, all the nice things that you're going to say about that you're saying about Larry Bird, you can find nice things about LeBron James. Man.
I'm not saying I can't find. Hold up. I'm not saying I can't find. He asked me, could I put him in that area that we talked where you say Jordan fans put Jordan? I said no. He got too many.
And I'm saying if you're open to Larry Bird being better because he did this and he did that and he did this and he did that, you could do the same thing for LeBron James.
No, I couldn't.
What about
I couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Well, then I'm even more convinced you're a Michael Jordan fan.
No, it has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. It has nothing to do with Michael Jordan.
Robert, do you know? Because maybe you don't know. Do you know why I'm calling you a Michael Jordan fan? Do you understand why?
No, because I'm not one. That's
no. I know you don't. I know you say that, but like, if someone were to ask you, why is he labeling you a Michael Jordan fan? Like, do you know? You don't know the reasons?
He's trying to call you stupid, man.
No, I'm not. Latino, come on. You've been good all this time. There's no reason to be a jerk, man. I'm not calling him stupid. I even said earlier. I even said to him.
Oh, that, hey, look, hear what I'm saying.
Hang on, Robert. Hang on. I even said to him earlier something like, "Oh yeah, you know your NBA. You're educated on the NBA. Something like that. I don't have the exact words. So there's no reason for you to throw that in there, man. I'm not calling him stupid, man."
Oh, the Michael Jordan part. If you're a Michael Jordan fan, you're stupid.
Michael,
right?
But listen to what I'm saying, though.
Latino, hang on, Robert, hang on. Latino, you're not going to get it because you're one of them. You're a Michael Jordan fan.
Exactly. So I am a Michael Jordan fan. I'm not on the line. I'm not.
So you're one of them. That's why you don't get it. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smells like a duck, can we call it a duck?
That's why I'm still a Bulls fan. I'm still a Bulls fan. I'm waiting for that championship since '98.
Okay, so you're a Bulls fan who's a Michael Jordan
because of Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Anyway, Robert, go ahead. Robert, do you understand why I'm calling you a Michael Jordan fan?
No, I mean because I'm not really tripping on it because I know it's not true. Like I said, I look at players that had an impact on me growing up. And I can say like what made them great, what made them not great. That being
Robert, let me ask you this: if a LeBron James fan came up to you and he said LeBron James is the #1 guy, and LeBron James played in the toughest era, and LeBron James carried his team, and LeBron James played in a tough Eastern Conference, and et cetera, all the things LeBron James fans say, would it be unreasonable for you to go, "Oh, that's a LeBron James fan"?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. Oh, some people. You know what? I've come across some people that weren't LeBron James fans. They just.
But I'm not asking about the exception to the rule. You know, right. You've called people LeBron James fans, right? I'm gonna guess you have, right?
Usually they come at like how you did. They come at me first and say, "Oh, I must be this."
Robert, that's not the point, Robert. Even when you came on the live stream a few minutes ago, you said something like, "Oh, the people who usually say these things are LeBron James fans." So you have used that label before, right?
No, I think you got me. I think you got me mixed up with the other guy. I never mentioned anybody. I didn't ever mention LeBron. Actually,
you obviously don't remember saying it. That's fine. All right.
No, I didn't know you. There was another guy. It was another guy that brought him up. It was another guy that brought him up.
I'm talking a few minutes ago. It's not that long ago. Did anyone remember?
No, it was another guy that brought him up.
Let me just ask. All right. Let me just ask. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Does anyone remember him saying a few minutes ago, "Oh, the guys who usually give these points are LeBron James fans"? Anybody? No? Hello?
No, yours.
Okay. Who was it then? Who was it, Robert? No one's been on my program.
It was no. You invited another guy in, and he started bringing up LeBron James. When I brought
Robert, that was a wild. Robert, that was a wild. I haven't had a caller call in for a while. For the last.
Bro, I just left. I just left work. I intervened when the dude that came in said something about him.
That was a while ago. I'm
right.
talking.
No, but it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long ago. The only reason. Hold up.
You're not getting what I'm saying. However long it was, I don't even care how long it was. However long it was, it happened after that. I know what you're talking about.
No, I said usually. No, I brought that up. Hold up. I brought that up after you keep labeling me a Michael Jordan fan.
So you did say it.
Right. No. But you're saying when I first came in, the first thing I did was mention LeBron.
I didn't say, Robert. I didn't say that. Relax.
You made it seem like yes, you did make it seem like that.
Robert, I'm sorry, you're taking it the wrong way. I was saying, didn't you just say a little while ago, a few minutes ago, that the people who usually say that are LeBron James fans? That's exactly
right, because you keep saying the thing about me with Michael Jordan. So I say
I'm not questioning why you did it. I get your reasoning. I just want to establish you did it, right?
Right, because I'm telling you that's what you sound like.
Right. So now that we finally
no. You tried to say that after the first thing. No. You're not going to twist that, bro. You tried to say when I came in here, that's what I said, and I didn't say anything about it.
And for the millionth time,
come on, man, stop playing.
And for the millionth time, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
All right, Robert. Robert, I'm going to agree with Latino. You do seem like a dumb guy, man.
I didn't even hear what you said. What you say?
I'm clearly telling the guy over and over.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Hang on.
What'd you say?
I'm clearly
what'd you say?
I'm fucking listening to anything, man. I hate when we get like this. Robert, I got to put you on hold because you're just being hyper and loud and not listening and taking things the wrong way. I clearly said, it was very clear. I don't have the exact words, but I was saying something like, yeah, you said the only people who say these things are LeBron James fans. And then we got sidetracked. I didn't say it. It was someone else. That wasn't me and all that. And then finally you acknowledged it was you. But then you're like, well, I did it because of this, because you did this. That wasn't the point. The point was you did it. I don't care what your reasoning was. You did it. That was my only point. And then once we established it was you, now you want to start yelling. You're not yelling, but you're kind of loud and repeating yourself and saying, don't twist things and all that. What is this shit, man? You said about LeBron James fans, and I'm not dumb. I'm going to guess, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, that you have brought up LeBron James fans other places. Okay? I'm pretty sure it's a safe guess. All right, Michael Jordan fans do this thing about LeBron James fans all the time. If it's okay for you people to call people LeBron James fans, it's okay for me to call people Michael Jordan fans, especially when you people have more reasons to be labeled as a Michael Jordan fan compared to you guys labeling LeBron James fans as LeBron James fans. And Robert, I don't know why you're not getting all this. I even told you you're taking it the wrong way and you're not believing me. You keep acting like you know for sure. You've been wrong more than once. You're wrong again, man. All right. I'll bring him back. I'm pretty sure he's gonna ignore everything I told him anyway. Let me just bring him on 1 second. And someone else is on hold. Who is that? Zero. Why did you do that? What happened? All right, Zero, you back on. I don't know what happened. Yeah. All right, let me bring on Robert. I'm gonna make a prediction, everybody. Everything I told him went out the window. He's not really paying attention to anything. He's gonna tell me again what he thinks, how he took it. He took it the wrong way. He's going to tell me that as if the way he took it was like not the wrong way and things like that. I want to get back to the Michael Jordan thing. He's on this, I know I'm doing it too, but I'm following up to him then. All right, 1 second.
You want me to take care of this too?
What happened?
I said, you want me to take care of it? I mean, you'll ease up the stress.
Oh, you mean you want to go over things with them?
I mean, it'll ease up the stress. I mean, I can have a give and take.
Well, thank you for volunteering, but I'll go over things with them for a little while. You guys can jump in too if you like. Let me bring him back in.
Okay,
You're back on. Yeah, what's up, Zero?
I just want to ask him one question.
Yeah, okay. Robert, you're back on.
Okay.
No, I hear you. I'm back on. Look, I didn't need you to put me backstage so you could get your point across and still make that narrative and that manipulative bullshit you just said. That
I told you, universe.
Asshole. Hey, Robert, I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen carefully. You didn't prove me wrong in anything, and I proved you wrong more than once. You are a dick-riding Michael Jordan lover, talking about my brother is a Michael Jordan fan. I'm a Magic Johnson fan, and then time changed, and I got more into him. I believe you and all that. I believe you, but I think you got more into him than you're willing to admit. You're from the 1990s, man. You did, and that's cool. I'm not against the 1990s, but you are in love with them. Don't come at me like that, asshole. If you come at me like that, then I'm going to come at you. If you want to be a jerk off, then you can sit at the kiddie table. I was giving you plenty of time, trying to be nice and respectful to you, but you're making it worse and worse. You were getting louder first. You were repeating yourself when it's not necessary. You were getting a little bit annoyed. You know, there's more examples, but you get the point. And I brought you back on. You guys talk about manipulative bullshit and all this shit. What is this shit? I didn't say anything wrong. You said, you know, I'm not even, you were basically earlier that, I'm not even going to go over all that. Robert, yeah, I know. Robert, Clan, you were saying if you want to get involved, right, to go over things with him. Right? But Robert, I'll bring you back on if you want, but relax, take it easy, man. Sip on some Gatorade, man, and take it easy, all right? If you want to get back to the top, we'll get back to this. And Robert, just so you know that I want to be fair to you, you're welcome to come on my podcast as well. I got a podcast as well. In fact, everybody's listening. If any of you guys or girls disagree with me on anything, I'm not a mean person. You're welcome to come on. I'll give you plenty of time. You can tell everyone how much you love Michael Jordan. If you disagree with me on anything, you can go on my podcast as well. If you want to go on my podcast, send me an email and we'll set it up. It's on the page there. All right, let me bring back on Robert. I'm going to make another prediction. Everything I tell him is going to go out the window. And he's going to be a little bit less rude, but he's going to still be a little bit negative. He's going to continue the garbage, acting like I'm not being fair and, things like that. 1 second, let me bring him on. Hang on. All right, Robert, you're back on the manipulative program.
I don't give a shit whether you being fair or not. I know what I said. Ain't nobody going. I'm a grown ass man. You ain't gonna tell me what I said. That's it. That's all I got to say about it.
You know what, Robert? The good thing.
That's all I'm gonna say on it. That's it.
Okay, that's good. The good thing, Robert, is we got tape and we got a lot of people listening.
Okay, good. But I like how you, like I said, you turned it to something else that it wasn't. Right now, you just sound like.
You did that. I was reacting to you.
Okay, no. Right now, that's exactly what you sound like. But I'm gonna leave it there. But with the other guy, he had a question for me. But what was the question?
No. But you did it, and I reacted.
No, I did. No, I did not. Not at all. You keep claiming I'm a joke.
You know what? I'm not putting you on hold. Then that's fine. All right. So Clan Predator's here, Latino's here, Nerd is here, and Zero's here. Robert, you take a timeout. Since you want to be a child, you can sit at the kiddie table. After you compose yourself, young man, I'll bring you back on. All right. If you don't want to wait on hold, don't wait. Leave. I don't care. If you want to wait on hold, I'll bring you back on. You're not going to get your way and do whatever you want. I'm sorry you're dumb. I really am. I really am sorry you're dumb. I'm sorry you take things the wrong way. I'm really sorry you take things the wrong way. I'm sorry you're wrong more than once. I'm sorry you got too much pride that you can't admit that maybe you got things a little bit wrong. Anyway, Latino.
Yes, sir.
You want to go over something? And Zero, I know you had a question from, you want to ask him this question? That way he can think about it while he's on hold.
Well, since LeBron pretty much cannot be compared to Michael Jordan in any such way, whatever. What about Jerry West? And I use Jerry West for a reason, because technically Jerry West lost so many finals, right? So I want to see if to him does Jerry West even come close, or can you make an argument that Jerry West is as good as Michael Jordan?
I think he's just as good. I think at minimum, I know you're asking him, right? But I'll just put it out there. I think at minimum, he's as good as Michael Jordan. And realistically, I think he was better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
All right. Latino, I'm sure you got a lot you want to bring up. You have an idea of how things are going. If you be nice and respectful and be patient, all that, I'll be nice, respectful, patient, and all that. But if you start acting rude and like a jerk and disrespectful and negative, then I might act rude and like a jerk and disrespectful and negative.
Universe, just calm down, bro.
All right. As a Michael Jordan fan, right? My question to you is, why do you say that he's not number one? Who's your number one? Who's better than him? I say nobody. What? My question to you: Who's better than Jordan?
Yeah, there's a lot of people better
Who?
than him.
No.
Well, hang on, let me ask you another question too. Why don't I pick him number one? Because there's no reason to pick him number one. That's the fast answer. You want the more detailed answer?
Yes.
Well, actually, your answer is not a fact.
Yeah, it's not a fact. There's no reason. It's not a fact. That's a fast answer. The more detailed answer, since you said yeah, is because when I think about what players are good, I go by players who bring more to the table. Like in any sport, like in baseball, if you can hit, that's great. But if you can hit and you got speed, that's better. If you can hit and you got speed and power, that's better. If you can hit and you got speed and power and you can play defense, that's better. So the more you bring, the better. And the point is, there's other players out there who bring more to the table than Michael Jordan. Now, you wanted to know who?
Who?
Or how many names you need?
2. Just give me 2.
Well, that's easy, man. You want some names where you'll go, okay, I could agree with that, or you want some names where you're like, wow, you picked those guys?
Surprise me. Let's go.
Surprise you?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let me see. Surprise. One is Artis Gilmore. Are you surprised?
Nah. I don't go that back. I don't go. I'm a Michael Jordan fanboy. Let's get that straight. I'll keep it real with you. I don't know too much from the past. I don't know too. I told you I grew up in the 90s. I know from 90s and up. I really didn't look at the history of basketball and stuff like that.
Well, now I got to ask you, New York. I got to ask you, if you don't know a lot of the past players, that's okay. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm being straight up.
If you don't know, no, I appreciate that. But if you don't know the past players, if you don't know all the guys, you don't know all the you don't have all the information, the details, then how do you know Michael Jordan is the number one NBA player of all time?
From what I've seen in my eyes, my experience.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, that's you know what? If that's the case, that means for you, he's not the number one NBA player of all time. He's the number one NBA player that you know.
That I've seen since watching from the 90s. And I bring up LeBron because I don't know what's it, Gilmore. I don't want to disrespect. I know you brought up Jerry West. All I know about Jerry West, he's the logo. Him playing, I don't know much about that. So what?
And that's okay. But that's okay. I have no problem if you don't know. I'm not gonna question someone who doesn't know. If you're saying that Michael Jordan is the best out of all the players you know, that's not the same thing as he's the number one NBA player of all time.
Good point. Yeah.
But now on that note, thank you. On that note, if you say he's the number one NBA player out of all the guys you know, I still don't think he's the number one guy, because out of the guys that you know, you can find players better than him.
That's why I bring up LeBron, because everybody's gonna compare Michael Jordan to LeBron or Kobe. But right now, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron is James' one guy. Yeah, he's better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah. That's the one I really disagree with, the LeBron one.
All right, just real quick. Jordan in the chat room is here. Jordan is a Michael Jordan lover. He's having a hissy fit in the chat room. He's saying some stuff like, listening to this live stream is like a parent saying, I'm right and you're wrong. And then, of course, he says, this channel is great, but he doesn't like the live stream and all that. Listen, Jordan, just because you wrote all that doesn't mean it's true. You can think whatever you want. It doesn't mean anything you wrote is factually true. This is you taking things the wrong way and you assuming things and guessing things and just acting like a jerk off. And there's a little history with him. I asked him like a few days ago. He wrote something on one of my polls. He wasn't really mean. And I just asked him, hey, would you like to go on my podcast? I wasn't rude at all. Would you like to go on my podcast? Or something like that. And he writes something like, look, I gave you the facts. It's up to you what you want to do with them. If you can't take the facts, I can't help you. What the fuck? It's just a simple yes or no would have been fine. Or like, or he doesn't have to go on. He doesn't have to write anything at all. Why does he have to make a big deal out of nothing? I was just asking him, would you like to go on? And I think now he's kind of annoyed by that, because now he comes in here writing that stupid thing in the live stream. Jordan, I didn't do anything wrong. This is a live stream. If you're new to YouTube, let me tell you how this works. People come on, they go over things, they talk about it, and they go over information. It's a normal thing that happens all over the internet. I don't know if you have access to the internet in your house or if you're at the library right now, but if you have internet at your house, I assume you play YouTube videos. I'm not doing anything wrong. In fact, I'm doing something good. I'm giving people a platform to go over whatever they like, take their time. I'm not going to hang up on them if they're reasonable, and and there's not other calls on hold. And they can, even if they disagree, they can stay on. Latino disagrees with me. He even made a little bad joke a little while ago, and I didn't kick him out.
Which
he
joke?
Stays on.
Which
We're
joke?
talking. This was what was that?
Which joke?
This was the one where you said that I called the other guy stupid. I was calling the other guy stupid.
Oh no. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
but anyway,
when you refer people as Michael Jordan fans, I'm assuming you think they're stupid because they're Michael Jordan fans. That's what I
do,
meant.
but no, I do, but I wasn't calling him stupid. In fact, I told you even before that, I said something like that. Hey, you seem like an educated NBA fan, like you know your NBA, something like that. I don't have the exact words in, but anyway, Jordan.
Universe.
Just real quick, Zero. Just real quick, Jordan. Jordan. We're just having a conversation. Sometimes a debate. We're exchanging information and all that. Do you mind, Your Majesty? Do you mind if I do that? I'm not doing anything wrong to have this platform. If you don't like it, leave, motherfucker. Why are you here? Don't come back to my page. If you want, I can block you. And I know you don't want to be blocked from my platinum, golden, silver, bronze page. So if you don't like the page, don't come back. You're the one coming to my page over and over and over and over. You said you like the page, don't you? Well, if you like the page, why don't you like the live streams? The videos that I put up are to make people feel entertained and informed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm making a live stream where they can feel entertained and informed. I'm not fighting with people all the time. I try really hard to be nice and respectful and kind and pleasant. But when there is drama, it's usually because someone else started it. I don't know how long you've been here, but I don't know, just because you hear me getting, oh, you're wrong, or maybe, I don't know, like, what is your issue? I said someone's wrong? That's a bad thing? Am I supposed to agree with everyone on everything? Am I allowed to tell people they're wrong? They tell me I'm wrong all the time. How come you don't question them for calling me wrong? You know how many people come in here calling me wrong, calling me stupid, calling me a millennial, calling me an old boomer, telling me, are you 14 or are you whatever? Some of them think I'm older. Like, I mean, people insult me, make fun of me, put me down and all that. How come you don't call any of them out? How come it's okay for all these cocksucking motherfuckers to do anything negative, but if I react to them, I'm the bad guy? This is another reason why you Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. You ignore how your posse acts, and then you point the finger at someone else who reacts to them. If they're nice, I'll be nice. But if they act rude, then don't be surprised if I slap the fucking garbage out of them sometimes. And anyway, to your point about the parent thing, and I'm wrong and you're wrong. No, I don't do that. I don't just say, I don't act like a parent and act like, oh, I'm right, you're wrong. We're having a discussion. We're having a debate. We're going over things. We're exchanging information, the details. Where some people are having a nice time. Some people like the program. Some people think it's entertaining and informative. Some people find it interesting. They love it. They want more live streams. Some of them come here lots of times. If you don't like it, leave. And if you disagree with me on something, asshole, then come on here and show your facts on whatever you disagree on, instead of fucking typing online like an online tough guy and typing online like a fucking online bitch. And by the way, Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans, assholes. All right, anyway.
Right here.
All right, let's see here. Robert's still on hold. Latino, you're reasonable. Don't worry. All right.
My name is Robert
his
also.
name-
So that's when you keep saying it. I'm like, what?
Oh, no. Oh, your name is Robert also?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's all right. I didn't want to dox
What's up?
myself.
What's up, Roberto?
His name
All
is
right,
Jordan, by the way, Universe. Let's cut him some slack.
Why? What? Oh. You know, to be fair, Zero, maybe I overreacted a little bit, but I'm kind of overreacting because, I've been here for a while, and the Robert guy was kind of being a jerk, and this Jordan guy was being stupid when he wrote something on one of the posts, and he's being stupid when he wrote something here in the live stream. And Michael Jordan fans are stupid in general, things like that. Anyway, all right, Robert's still on hold. Should we check in on Robert?
He's a grown man. I just check in.
Let's check it. Hey, Robert, how you doing, man? You having a fun time waiting on hold?
I'm not at home, first of all.
No, I said on hold.
Oh, I thought you said at home. Like, I'm not at home. But anyway, yeah, I'm fine, bro.
Where you at? Are you in your car right now?
Yeah, I just got off work.
All right. Well, if you're going to be a good man, I'll keep you on, man. Welcome back to the
Oh,
program.
wait,
Bye.
I mean, listen, I'll be a good man if you be a good man.
Okay, Robert, and I'll be a good man if you're a good man. All right.
Right, yeah. Doesn't that all sound nice? But do me a favor, man. Don't
Well,
ever.
that didn't sound nice when what you were saying to me either.
Well,
You were
okay,
kind
but
of
do me a favor. All right.
I'm going to put you on. I'm not going to do you a favor. Sit on hold. I know he wants, I know what he wants to do. He wants to have the last word, probably. I don't know this for sure. He probably wants to have the last word and leave. And I'm not going to give him that. I'm not going to let him do that. And if I'm wrong, I'm not going to take a chance that he does that. I brought him back on.
He has
I
to
told him
drive
if he wants to be
somewhere.
nice, I'll be nice. He wants to bring up again this whole thing about you be nice, I'll be nice, or whatever. I'm not saying he said it before, but he brings that point up. So you could tell he's a little bit annoyed still. So if you want Robert, you can sit on hold. And Robert, as a reminder, if you want to go on my podcast, you're welcome to come on. And just to give you a little incentive, because I know you fuckers will say, oh, what's the point? You're going to put people on hold and all that. No. On the podcast, I never put people on hold, ever. So there's none of that putting people on hold stuff. And it's actually better than the live stream. The StreamYard, this is StreamYard. StreamYard is not as good as a phone then. So if you want to go on my podcast, send me an email and we'll set it up then. All right. Go ahead, Latino.
Yeah. No, so who's the other guy you said is better than Jordan? Gilmore and LeBron?
Gilmore was one guy. I think I just told you Gilmore, but earlier I did say LeBron James. LeBron James is definitely a better player than Michael Jordan.
Maybe athletically, but not like the killer
we were
instinct.
talking about. I think we were talking about like players that you know. So then I think you brought up LeBron James, or maybe I brought him up. I don't know. But yeah, he's better than Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Why? He can't even win without a whole team of all-stars.
And Michael Jordan couldn't win lots of times with all-stars either.
He got 6 though.
Oh well, and LeBron James has 4. So.
In how many years?
How many years is he supposed to get them in?
He only has what? How many years does LeBron have left? He's 36, right? He's my age actually. He's 36.
Okay. All right.
Wow, you don't look 36, man.
And oh, thank you. And I was disappointed when Jordan LeBron was supposed to come to Chicago from Miami when he made that decision to go to Miami. That's when I cursed on LeBron James the most.
Just real quick, I told Jordan I was gonna block him. Did I warn Jordan I was gonna block him, or did I just say I can block him if you want?
Yes, you did warn.
No, but like, is it like I can block you if you want, or was it like a warning if you write something negative, I'll block you? Do you know?
I think it was if you continue to write something negative.
All right.
You will be
well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I wanted to be fair, but he hasn't been fair to me. Why should I be fair to him? All right, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for that part of the program, which I know you all love. It is now time to block a Michael Jordan fan. Jordan, I'm gonna block you now, asshole. I told you I can block you if you want. I know at least I brought up that point or something like that. I don't know if I said I don't know if I gave you a warning or not, but it doesn't matter. I want to be fair to you, but you're not being fair to me. So why should I be? I don't have to be fair to you then. So I'm gonna block you, Jordan. And I know you don't want to be blocked from this live stream because you like this live stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for that part of the program where we might block a Michael Jordan fan. Here goes. Get ready. All right. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to go to my mouse. Oh, that's nice. Now I'm going to scroll up to his name in the scrolling area. That's nice. Now I'm going to hover my mouse to his name again. Oh, yeah. I love it. Now I'm going to take my hand up in the air, make a 5, like high 5. And I'm going to slowly make a kind of make, not a fist, but I'm going to put down all my fingers except the first finger. Now the first finger is up in the air. Now I'm going to turn the first finger around and slowly come down to the mouse. I'm going to press that mouse hard, firmly. And now I'm going to hover over where it says put user in block user. Now I'm going to press it hard. Jordan Dwiggins, you're blocked from my live stream. And I know you don't like that. I know you like my live stream. You love it. You want to stay here, but you're a jerk. You're stupid, ridiculous, and negative. Boom! You're blocked. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has been another edition of Blocking a Michael Jordan Fan. If anyone else would like to be blocked, if you're a Michael Jordan fan, please let me know. We're taking contestants right now. There's no real category. If you want to be blocked, let me know. All right, go ahead. Let me know.
Shout out to Jordan fans out there. I got your backs, everybody. I'm wearing Jordan's number 1 because it's the only NBA jersey I own. So the only one worth buying in any way.
I don't know, man. A lot of jerseys are nice, but okay.
This is the only one's worth buying, the Jordan one. Everybody knows Jordan.
Okay, well, all right. Not the Jordan, right?
Now LeBron, though, everybody knows LeBron, especially China.
Look, you don't find it strange, Latino, that the people who always question LeBron James in a negative way, not always, but usually are Michael Jordan fans?
Yes, because if you turn on ESPN, LeBron the GOAT, LeBron the GOAT, Skip Bayless.
But how come all the other NBA fans don't do it as much as Michael Jordan fans, like questioning him in a negative way?
Always, it's Jordan versus LeBron. Jordan versus LeBron.
Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith never say that LeBron is the GOAT.
No,
I think
that's Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, that's the guy.
Yeah, when it comes down to LeBron, I think people still have a bitter taste in their mouth regarding him leaving Cleveland. I don't know. I strongly believe that's still hovering over his head like a dark cloud. And that's the problem. And I think if that did not ever happen, for sure, LeBron would have been head, shoulders, the whole nine. He would have had all of it. But I think that's still on him. Like, he just could not let that go. I just think that's the problem. You know?
I just find it strange, man. Like, even if the media, because the media does bring up LeBron James and Michael Jordan all the time, but most of them pick Michael Jordan anyway. And even if they didn't, if it's such an issue, I asked the question again, how come it's usually Michael Jordan fans who point the finger at LeBron James in a negative way? I don't have the exact words, but something like that. Like, if it's such a problem, then most fans would do it, whether they're Michael Jordan fans or not. But usually the people who do it are Michael Jordan fans. How do you explain that?
Like, LeBron looks like the type that wants to be number one, wants to take the top spot, which belongs to Michael Jordan, in my opinion.
Well, I thought we went through this, man. You don't know all the guys for you to know that.
Well, in my opinion, I'm saying
all the Hall of Famers. Well, it's not a Latino. If I told you I don't know all the soccer players, but in my opinion, this guy is the number one soccer player of all time. Doesn't make any sense.
Which one I know is Messi. Messi's number one because this is the only one that I see on TV. So
it's not an opinion. It's just making things up. It's making a claim, but you're not proving the claim.
Jordan, NBA on NBC. I get goosebumps when I still watch it.
All right. On that note, Robert's still on hold. Well, he left and he came back. Let's bring him on. Anybody want to Clan Predator? Or he's gone. Or never mind. Zero and Latino and Nerd. How many seconds do you think it'll take for him to be ridiculous?
23.
23. That's a good answer. How about you, Zero and Nerd?
I'll say 45.
He goes straight out the gate, 10 seconds.
6. Should have went with the 6.
Actually, I was going to say 6 probably, but not because 6 rings. I was just going to guess 6, probably something like 6 seconds or something like that. Something like that. I'll bring him on 1 second. Get ready for this, folks. He's going to pretty much ignore all the points I made earlier. He's going to act like he did nothing wrong. He's going to point the finger at me and act like he's been reasonable. 1 second. Hang on. I'll bring one. All right, Robert, you're back on the program.
Already labeling me, huh? Crazy.
We were all wrong. It took 1 second.
I didn't say everybody was wrong. I didn't even say you don't understand I'm wrong. So.
You don't know what I mean. I'm talking about this. We're wrong about the seconds thing. It took you 1 second, man.
Oh, okay. Right on. I didn't do nothing disrespectful. I ain't said nothing.
I didn't say it was disrespectful. Just being questionable,
Okay, but I'm saying
23 seconds. I lost.
I just all I was trying to say to you before you muted me.
Hey, Robert, you want to go on my podcast, man?
I mean, that sounds cool, but I'm saying
like for real, because like a lot of Michael Jordan fans tell me they want to go on, and then most of them don't. Are you actually want to go on, or?
I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but keep saying that.
Well, come on, man. You are a Michael Jordan fan.
No, I'm not. I keep saying it, man. If I keep saying something, you're telling me something that you are convinced in your own mind. That's what it is, and it's not. That's what's pissing me off. And when I was saying, do me a favor,
you don't have to get pissed off, man. If
I'm not getting pissed off. I was trying to talk to you regularly before you muted me again.
You said that's what's pissing me off.
Because first of all, you call me like I don't never let no grown man call me dumb, bro. Ever.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? I did it. What are you gonna do about it?
Right. It's easy for you to say on the online.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Right. I mean, it just shows how dumb you are to do that.
Well, don't act all tough online, man.
It's not about being tough online. I'm the same person in person.
You can play victim. Is that what it is?
No, it ain't about playing. I don't care about being a victim.
You don't care.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I'm trying to be cool.
What are you saying? Well, you're not being cool with me, man.
No, I will because you're acting like an idiot.
Okay, well, you're on my program, so you're a big
okay, much respect.
Okay, well, you're gonna go sit on hold again, motherfucker. All right, that's fine. Much respect to you too. Whatever. I know he didn't mean much respect, but he said something like that. So like, much respect to you. Whatever.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Great program you got going, man. Keep it going.
Thank you, Nerd. I hope you subscribe to my second page, man. Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans.
Sure, man. All right, take care.
Thank you. You too. By the way, Nerd is a guy, by the way, who seems very reasonable. Even though I was saying to him earlier. I said something like, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but you seem like you might be a little brainwashed about Michael Jordan and all that. But this is a guy who may have disagreed with me, but he was very respectful, very kind, very pleasant, nothing rude. He was patient. He was willing to have a give and take. He was taking in the information and all that. When people act like that, I got no problem with them, even if they disagree. It's people like Robert who are never wrong in anything, who take things the wrong way, who start drama, who act like jerks, and then they act like they did nothing wrong, and they point the finger at you, and they act like they were reasonable, and they just they try to find so desperately to find some way to make themselves feel like they're winning. Anyway, all right. Zero, Latino, and Robert's on hold.
That makes great content, though. That makes great content, though.
It's interesting, but honestly, man, I really don't like it. Honestly, it's kind of stressful and it's annoying and
disrespecting the host. Disrespecting the host.
No, oh, you mean that makes great content when people disrespect the host?
No. Disrespecting the host, like you going back and forth, okay, but like when you got disrespect the host, that kind of like,
or anybody.
This is your house.
I'm a host
this is your house.
Even if it's not my house, any live stream or program or platform or wherever, if you're going over things, there's no reason to start things the way he does. And like, I'm not saying he cussed and yelled, but it just happened slowly by slowly. He was doing things. I already explained earlier what he did. If you guys were here, well, not if, some of you guys were here, so you guys already know, I'm sure. But you have an idea. It was getting worse. He was just getting more and more negative as time passes. Anyway. I don't think he's going to go on my podcast. Most of these Michael Jordan fans. That's right, Robert. You're a Michael Jordan fan. Most of these Michael Jordan fans.
But why is that so offensive? I'm not offended.
A lot of them don't. Some of them claim they'll go on, or they act like they're interested and they want to go on. Things like that, and then they don't go on. But anyway, all right. Zero and Robert. Zero and Latino. Go ahead.
Actually, my name is Robert, so I was like, what?
Yeah. Anglo-Saxon is here. This is another Michael Jordan dick writer. This guy makes Robert seems reasonable. Not you, Robert, Latino. The other Robert. Anglo-Saxon is a jerk off. Michael Jordan lover. He writes all sorts of. He has a history of writing negative things online. He never has the guts to go on my program. And right now he wrote something negative in the live stream. Anglo-Saxon, why do you keep coming back to my page, man? Why do you keep coming back to both my pages, actually? Why do you come to my live stream?
Program.
Why don't you just why do you come to why do you spend time on my pages? Fucking Michael Jordan fans, Anyway. All right. Latino man, you want to go over anything?
Oh no, I want you to tell me why you don't like Michael Jordan. That's I don't get it.
Well, it's not that I don't like him, man. I don't even know the guy.
But you talk about that's why people get mad, because it's like somebody wrote in the chat, Michael Jordan's like a cult. In my eyes, Michael Jordan could do no wrong. In my eyes.
Latino, where are you from exactly, man?
Oh, New York. I'm Ecuadorian. I was born in Ecuador. Grew up in New York.
Born in Ecuador?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grew up in New York, Knicks fan, and switched over to the Bulls because Jordan just kept winning.
Jordan's team, him and his team kept winning.
Well, Jordan led the Bulls to win those championships.
How can someone else lead the way if their team is not good enough to win?
He led the way, Jordan, man.
Okay, well, he led the way to lose too.
It happens.
Yeah, that does happen. It happened a lot with him too.
Well, he won 6 though.
He lost
in the 90s when they had these tough players, Ewing.
They always had tough players. There's no NBA year where they didn't have lots of tough players, man.
Now NBA is not even watchable. Everybody's shooting 3-pointers. Nobody dunks.
Yeah, the NBA is more popular than it's ever been
because of China right now. I watch the NBA because they just put it everywhere. The whole drama.
Even you, the Michael Jordan fan, watches the NBA.
I'm only watching it now because the Bulls are actually pretty good this season. After the offseason they had, I'm a big Bulls fan, man.
That's a normal. A lot of people watch a sport because their team is winning.
Right, I love the Bulls, man. When Derrick Rose #1 picked, I was like, yes, 2009. That was like the best, and he got injured.
Yeah, but Angle, if you're watching it because your team is winning, that's normal. Lots of people watch a sport because their team is winning.
And the Milwaukee Bucks got me into the NBA last year. I was happy for them.
So it's not just your team; it's also another reason. And so lots of people like the NBA, man. They have tons of good players today, man.
I would admit
the people who usually shit on the NBA. I didn't say always, but usually are Michael Jordan fans.
I love watching when the Lakers lose. That's the only time I watch them. Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp when the Lakers lose, like today.
All right.
Russell
is it because of the Lakers or you don't like LeBron James?
I don't like the Lakers. I don't like LeBron James. I really don't like LeBron.
You asked me why don't I like Michael Jordan, even though I'm not against Michael Jordan like that. But you don't like LeBron James. No. So here's a question for you: why don't you like LeBron James?
One, he got too political. I don't care about your Michael Jordan never talked politics. He did his Wheaties commercial. He had that big earring. He smiled. He did his Space Jam. LeBron could even do a Space Jam with all the high tech. That Space
and
Jam
you know what,
movies.
man? And you know what, man? When you get money and you get fame and you get a platform, there's no problem with someone trying to use all that to make the world a better place.
So why do people care about Space Jam so much, man? Space Jam is supposed to be a kid movie, man.
It is our kid movie, the 90s. That would leave it alone. There's no reason to remake it.
You know, even when I was a kid, man, I wasn't even. I'm not saying it's always true, but I wasn't always into like all the kid movies. Some of them, okay, but not all of them. Like, I mean, okay, fine. So, okay, you know, I'm not knocking Michael Jordan fans for liking a kid movie when you're a kid, but I mean, is Space Jam really that amazing, man? Seriously?
When you were a kid, you watch it again, it's stupid. I mean,
I don't care for either movie, to be honest. Space Jam 2 or New Legacy, whatever, or the first Space Jam. I don't care for either one.
All right, real quick before we continue, we got a lot of people in the room. If anybody wants to join us, if you want to come in, you're welcome to come in. Even if you disagree, I'm not a mean person. You can go over pretty much any topic you like. It doesn't always have to be about Michael Jordan and his scumbag fans. No offense, Latino. I'm not referring to you. Just Michael Jordan fans in general. So if you want to call in, you're welcome to call in. We have 3 spots open. So if you want to call in then. There's a link right there in the description section. Before we continue, Robert's on hold still. Want to bring him back, you guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's bring back in Robert, man.
Place our bets. How many seconds do you think it'll take for him to be ridiculous?
75.
Oh, wow.
75? All right.
The number LeBron belongs in.
How about you, Zero? How many seconds?
Let's do 23.
23. All right. I'm gonna go to 3 seconds. All right. Let's find out. 1 second. Hang on. All right, Robert, you're back on the program. Robert, you there?
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening to what y'all talking about.
All right.
So I mean, if it's something that I want to respond to, I'll respond to it.
All right, no problem. Welcome back to the program. All right, Latino, you want to go over anything, man, or is that it? Or Zero? Anybody?
I don't mind keep bashing LeBron.
I mean that's cool. I don't mind talking about him. I don't like being labeled something like when I know I'm not. That's the funny part.
Well, that's because you think something else about what's a Michael Jordan fan.
Well, true, but I mean, in your eyes. So when you feel a certain way, it doesn't mean it's factual. You have a right to your opinion, and that's cool.
Well, if a guy came up to you and says Donald Trump is number one, and Donald Trump can do no wrong, and Donald Trump is better than Joe Biden, and the media is against Donald Trump, and I love Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's the greatest president of all time, and we should all move in with Donald Trump, and he has he's just so sexy. At that point, is it okay if someone goes, "Oh, that's a Donald Trump fan"?
But I wasn't doing that, but I get the point.
I didn't say, okay, so I didn't say you did all that, but you get the point. So my point is, a lot of the things you bring up, I didn't say everything. You definitely don't do everything that a typical Michael Jordan fan does. No doubt about it. But a lot of things you bring up are right in line with Michael Jordan fans.
Well, because I do respect him as a great. It might be things similar that I say to a Michael Jordan fan.
And me and Zero respect Michael Jordan as a great, but we don't bring up all the things that you and other Michael Jordan fans bring up.
What else did I bring up that other Michael Jordan fans bring up? Besides,
I can get into that, but honestly, even if I list everything, right, and I go, okay, you did this, you're either gonna just say, well, there's nothing wrong with that, and you're just at the end of the day, you're not gonna you're not gonna agree that you're a Michael Jordan fan. So there's no point.
I mean, for keeping it real with you, I was being honest about being a Magic fan because I grew up. That was the guy I liked. Because my brother was so pro Jordan, I wanted to be the opposite. To me,
I believe you. I believe you. By the way, go ahead.
So I have 2 Magic Johnson jerseys. I got 1 Kobe jersey. I got a 2013 LeBron James Miami Heat jersey coming pretty soon.
All right, fair enough. So, I believe everything you told me. I believe you, but that doesn't change all your takes. If you say a lot of things that Michael Jordan fans say, I don't think it's unreasonable just for practicality to go, oh, that's a Michael Jordan fan. Like, I wasn't trying to act like, motherfucker, you're a Michael Jordan fan. You're stupid. You're dumb. I wasn't trying to do that. It was just, It was just the context of a conversation. Hey, so you Michael Jordan fans do this and that, like that kind of. It's a practical.
I got you. And the other part where the other Rob was right is it is your channel. So whether or not I want to hear it or not, or going at you, it is your show.
So just so you know, I'm not like that. I know how that feels when I call in programs and they say things like, "Well, it's my show. Can I do what I want to do? Oh, I don't care." No. I don't act like I can do whatever I want just because it's my show. I put people on hold when certain things happen. That's when I put people on hold. If they disagree with me, I don't put them on hold. They can stay on. They can go over whatever they like. I've had live streams, Robert. You have no idea. I've been on for hours and hours and hours with the same guy. Yesterday, I was on my live stream like a loser for like 11 hours. It was not all with the same. It was not with the same guy. There was different guys. There was different guys. It wasn't one guy. But sometimes I also leave, and then people go over things with each other, and I leave. But I come back.
What was it about? What was it about?
Hang on. I'll get into that. But hang on. But the point is, I don't do that thing. Yeah, it's my show. I can do whatever I want. Now, if I say that or if I act like that, that's just when someone's talking shit to me and they're trying to one up me. So I try to one up them and things like that. But on the topics themselves, not only am I cool with people who disagree, I welcome people who disagree. I want people who disagree to feel like they got a place to go over pretty much whatever they want. I want to give them time. They can go on my live stream. They can go on my podcast. They can go on both. They hang out in the chat room. They can email me. I try to write to most people who email me. Then they can spend time on here as long as whatever the time is, unless they take it to a certain level, or unless there's some other people who are waiting on hold, because this place, Streamyard, only lets you have a total of 6 callers then. So if someone disagrees, they can come on, they can stay on, they can pretty much go over whatever they like, whatever they want. I want them to have a nice time.
All right.
You were asking me about what was the last night's program?
Yeah, what was it about?
There was different topics, but some of the topics was kind of the same stuff. Michael Jordan is not the #1 NBA player of all time. Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. You shouldn't go by rings if you want to be fair and rank players and things like that.
Okay. Well, like I said, for me, to be honest with you, I never felt like it was a GOAT. I just look at who did what in their era and say who did that better. But in terms of ranking them, this person's 1, this person's 2, I don't believe there is a GOAT. That's what I was trying to tell you the whole time.
And I agree with you, but I you don't have to convince me, because I'm not questioning you on those things. I'm questioning you on the other things.
Okay. Okay. You're talking about, and so a lot of it had to do with the greatness of Michael Jordan. And I'm saying, so you asked me, the last thing we left off on was, you're saying, just like I find things that are great to say about Michael Jordan, why can't I say them about LeBron James? The answer to that is, there are great things that I have said about LeBron James, and will continue to. But the fact is, if we're comparing the two players, there's more great that I can say about Michael Jordan than him. That's just true.
Okay, if you say it's a fact, if you say it's just true, go for it.
Well, for me, not fact. It's not fact, but I'm saying it's opinion. It's all opinions.
It's not opinion. No, and that's another reason why. I hope you don't get annoyed, but that's another reason why I know you're a Michael Jordan fan, because a lot of you guys tell people it's just subjective. It's an opinion. It's not an opinion. You guys make it an opinion. If you want to find out the truth, go by the facts. And if you go by the facts, LeBron James is factually a better player than Michael Jordan.
But he's really not, though. And that's not me being a Jordan. That's just me looking with my eyes. When I look at game, like for example, I wasn't a big KD fan when he first came in. But I mean, I respect his game. I respect how great he is, dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a great player.
Yeah, and I respect lots of players too. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's like, if anybody that knows me, they know I'm not a Michael Jordan guy. I gained respect for him the older I got, but I never was like, oh, that dude, he's the GOAT, he's this, he's that. Because my guy is Magic. My guy is Magic Johnson. I don't know.
And I think Magic Johnson was better than Michael Jordan. But see, the problem is when you say I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, I don't know why Latino's laughing, but anyway, when you say you're not a Michael Jordan fan, one of the problems is you're thinking of your own definition of a Michael Jordan fan.
Got it. That's true. That's fair.
I'm not saying that you think that you have like his jerseys and his shoes and a naked picture of him on the wall and all that. It's just a practical way to go. Hey, those guys, when I call people Michael Jordan fans, one of the reasons I do it It's just like the same reason that people say LeBron James fans, Donald Trump fans, Steph Curry fans, and all that. It's just a practical way to go. Those people over there.
Kobe was my guy more than Mike.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough. But when you have a lot of takes that are right in line with Michael Jordan fans, I don't think there's anything wrong. I wasn't trying to be rude and a jerk and disrespectful. It was just in a practical way to go. Those are Michael Jordan fans right there. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, the problem is you think a Michael Jordan fan means something else. That's the problem. So that's why I was asking you, if you don't like the label of Michael Jordan fan, I was basically asking you what label is okay to just have a practical way to go. Those guys.
Okay, maybe I could say, I don't know how to put it because like I said, I've never even went to the store and bought a pair of Jordans or a jersey, but I respect this game. I respect this game.
You understand. You don't got to buy his shoes to be a Michael Jordan fan.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I was thinking in the past, but no, I respect Michael Jordan's game. I respect Larry Bird's game, just like you know what I'm saying. So
do I. But there's a difference. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead. You say there's a difference between.
I think there's a delay. Go ahead. You're fine. Go ahead, man. It's fine.
Yeah, it is a little bit of delay. With that being said,
by the way, that's another reason why drama happens, because the delays, the distortion, the feedback, and all that on these live streams, StreamYard. So that's another reason I ask people to go on the podcast, because it's a phone. Phone has less chance of a delay, distortion, feedback, and all that. So I hope you go on the podcast, man. I really do.
Well, for sure. I'm not scared to go on there. I've only listened to them. I've never even been on one, but
it's basically like you're on the phone with someone else. It's just a phone call.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we continue, 2K is joining us. Let me bring him in 1 second. 2K, welcome back to the program.
Yo, what's good, bro?
2K, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
1 second. Hang on. I'm bringing in 2K. Welcome back to the program. Are you there? What's happening here?
I heard him. I heard him in here at first, but now I don't see his picture.
I think it's something with StreamYard. 2K, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
There you are. Welcome back. What's up, dog? How you doing? Welcome back. 2K is another educated NBA fan, true blue supporter, nice guy, respectful guy. All right, go ahead, Robert.
But yeah, so like I was saying, when we compare the players, I have respect for great players. Now that being said, I think like LeBron. When I talk about LeBron, I think he one of the best all-around players of all time. Very similar to Magic, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things he can do on the court. The things that just disappointed me, pretty much, you piggyback on Rob, it's just that, like he said, he's in the politics, the way he does it, the controlled narratives, the unnecessary super teams, you know what I'm saying? And then when you lose, you make excuses, that kind of stuff. That whether you a Jordan fan or not, you could be a Kareem fan and a person would have somewhat of a problem with that, especially if you want to be compared to who people feel is the GOAT, or many other GOATs. That's just the way you do it.
What excuses has he made?
A lot of them. Are you serious?
Like what exactly?
Okay. For example, remember 2 years ago it was the 2019 when he first came to the Lakers, right?
Mm.
Okay, he got hurt. He pulled his groin, right?
Mm.
Okay, he came back. The Lakers were a game and a half out. He said he was going to activate playoff mode. When he got done playing with them, he made them like 7 games out, and claimed that he was still learning and he was still hurt. He was still learning the team and he was hurt still.
Well, I don't really look at that as too much of an excuse because it was clear that he wasn't.
That's an excuse. Yeah, and then last year, okay. Last year when they lost to Phoenix, right? When AD got hurt, well, the excuse was I never was really 100%. But you posting on Instagram, the beast is back. 100%. I'm ready to go, no matter what.
He was 100%.
He didn't say 100%, but he said he was coming back. But
yeah, he said the beast is back. He said the beast is back. He was
trying to make the fans excited, man. He also said before even the playoffs began, though, he also said that he doesn't even see himself being 100% again at all for the rest of his career.
Right, to let himself off the hook. Yes, he said that. I heard.
But no, I don't think that's
like Skip, bro.
No, it's not a Skip thing because
like Skip, man,
it's not a Skip thing because I'm gonna tell you something real funny. Like I said, y'all don't know me from a can of paint, so it's been times where I've talked with Kyrie Irving. It's times where I talk with Carmelo Anthony, And there's a lot of NBA players that y'all don't know of that say the same thing. So I guess they skip Bayless too.
Hey,
okay. I've talked to Kyrie Irving and I've talked to Kyrie Irving and his sister, bro.
Yeah, but look, hey, Kyrie is a great player, great offensive player.
He broke it down really crazy too. Like the way he broke it down to us when he was talking about the differences between like Michael and Kobe versus somebody like LeBron. He said to us, no lie, I swear this is the truth. He was like, there's those who know how to play the game and those who just straight up have game. He said there's a difference.
Kyrie Irving also said the earth was flat.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, in basketball, he knows basketball. So
let me ask you this. So was LeBron clearly the same player that he was from the early in the regular season last year that he was in the playoffs against the Suns? Did he look like the same player
before injury?
I thought in game 1 and game 2, I thought he looked good. Like his old self, right?
He did not look like his old self.
No, he did. In game, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, in game 2, he ended up hitting some very clutch shots too and had a great game. It's just that AD's game overshadowed it. And then game 3, he got that crazy dunk. And remember, everybody froze it in it when he was in the air. You forgot about that?
When he was in there?
Bro, but he still was not MVP.
He still wasn't 100%.
Leading front
okay,
runner.
He was top 3 in MVP. He could have he had a chance to win MVP.
You know what though? Even like how y'all stay with the media with Jordan, the media was trying to make that happen. It wasn't actual, like they didn't have no numbers to back that up.
What?
They did not have numbers.
They was on a winning streak.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about in terms of his defensive win shares, where his offensive rank was, where his plus minus was at that time. Yo, he was not
guaranteed MVP at that
no,
time.
he wasn't. He was not guaranteed. He was not guaranteed. He was not guaranteed MVP.
I don't think he was guaranteed MVP.
He tripping.
But he was a contender.
He was the front runner before.
No, he wasn't. Embiid was the front runner before he got hurt.
Yeah, Embiid was a front runner, man. I'm not gonna lie. Embiid was a front runner, but LeBron was top.
Yeah,
2.
they were trying to put him there, and the only reason why that was is because I'm gonna tell you why. They were mad. They were mad because of how James Harden left Houston, and when he first got to the Nets, he was going off, and so there was question. I know you remember this. There was question on TV: should James Harden still be in that top 3 MVP conversation because of how he's playing? They didn't want to put him there because of how he left Houston. He quit.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I don't want to go ahead and label you as anything, but Michael Jordan fan or anything like that. But why is it that nobody says this about Michael Jordan?
Do say that about Michael Jordan. I can name the years.
Dog, I rarely hear it happen with Michael Jordan.
All right, put it like this. Look,
no, zero's right. Everything says zero is right. It's not doesn't happen on the same level.
Okay, it doesn't happen on the same.
Okay,
level. I never.
A lot of them. Hold up. A lot of them. You saying that, but you remember. Let's put that in the context too, because you probably wasn't really watching basketball back then.
We got film, bro.
No, I'm saying, where do you have film of people whether somebody could be MVP or not? What are you talking about?
Of their performance when they was playing.
Okay, so I can name the year, but I'm saying to you, I can name the year where I felt somebody else should have got MVP instead of Michael Jordan.
Hey.
91 is one of those years.
Film of it.
Yeah, 91 is one of those years, in my opinion, but they didn't want to give it to Magic again because he had won it 2 years in a row.
So, okay, I'll tell you this. So what about this? What about when Michael Jordan, this is actually a video that Universe posted. He said that he would rather face the Lakers than the Blazers.
What is my take on that?
Yeah, what is your take on that? That he wanted to face the easier competition in his eyes.
I don't know. I've never seen him say that. But if he said that, I mean, back then, it probably made no sense seeing that The year before, the Blazers were just in the finals. In 90, they were in the finals. So the 91 Lakers, who didn't have Kareem, he retired. Didn't have Michael Cooper, he retired. So they replaced him with Vlade and Sam Perkins. So I don't know the context behind that or why he wanted that. Maybe because James Worthy was hurt going into that finals. I don't know. But he ended up facing the Blazers the next year anyway.
I think he wanted it easier for himself, man.
I mean, either way it went. Put it like this: he finished the Lakers in 5, and he finished the Blazers in 6.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. He didn't finish the Lakers or the Blazers.
Who finished them?
It was Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay, so but who? Okay, but who was the main guy? Look, who was the coach is saying was the main guy though? That they couldn't stop.
They couldn't stop the Chicago Bulls.
No, that's not what. But that's not what the. That's not what coaches. No, but that's not. You're missing the point. That's not what the opposing coaches were saying. They're saying nobody can stop this man. The guy, what's his name? Legal Latino. He know what these coaches were saying about Michael Jordan, man.
The Chicago Bulls win that if Scottie Pippen wasn't there.
Okay, I mean, we don't know though. Now we're going into hypotheticals. We don't know.
They don't win.
No, we don't know. You're going on an opinion. You don't know that. No, you don't.
No, we
because
Scottie Pippen was a key role.
Okay, call it what you will, but just like
win a championship.
Okay, call it what you will. That's still an opinion because they could have went out and got it. Hold up, if they didn't have Scottie Pippen, they could have went out and got another player. You do not know that.
Yeah.
So we're going on hypotheticals. You know what I'm
saying? You sound like one of the Michael Jordan.
No, that has nothing to do with Michael. That has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. That has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. Like just like if Magic, that's like saying, okay, well, if Magic didn't have Kareem and Worthy, hey, he wouldn't have never got this and that. Do you know that before they got James Worthy, Magic had 2 rings, number 1, number 2. They had a
whole different situation.
Okay, but I'm saying that's hypothetical. I'm saying it's my whole point. I'm not saying what
you can't be a hypothetical.
It is hypothetical though. Whether you say it can't, that's hypothetical. You said, what if Scottie Pippen wasn't there? That's hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
It's hypothetical, but that hypothetical, you know.
Yeah,
so you're going from a dude that came from the bench and averaged 7 points. You acting like he was an all-star when he came to the.
I'm gonna make a hypothetical. LeBron doesn't win those championships without Dwayne Wade.
See, that's what I'm saying. He could get, you don't know that because he could have got some other player. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? The same thing.
Well, we're not worried about if he had got some other player. If he had stayed in Cleveland, he doesn't win no other championship. I think he still wins. I think he still wins. They would have got players eventually. No,
I think so.
Look at last year. They didn't win last year.
Cleveland.
He would not win.
No, hold on. Look. This is what I'm saying.
Look at what happened when LeBron went back to Cleveland.
What happened?
They ended up losing players.
Yes.
Look, what do you mean they ended up losing players?
With an Isaiah Thomas.
No. When he first came back to Cleveland, they had the number 1 pick. They traded Andrew Wiggins to get Kevin Love, and then you had Kyrie. And then later on, they added J.R. Smith. Then later on, they added Cal Korver. Like, no, they got players, bro.
And you know why they added J.R. Smith and them?
Because how good J.R. Smith was playing.
No. J.R. Smith was having a horrible year with the Knicks.
So he didn't have. So you telling me? Hold up. You telling me the year prior to him going to Cleveland, he wasn't the 6th man of the year?
The year prior, no. He wasn't the 6th man of the year. It was the 2012-13 season. That's when he was 6th man.
With the Knicks.
14 season, he was
with the Knicks
a while ago.
Didn't he? Wait, with the Knicks, didn't he get it too? Didn't he get with the Knicks?
Yeah, with the Knicks, and then he did something stupid, and he got suspended, right?
Yeah, he got suspended, and then that's when LeBron took like 2 weeks. He took 2 weeks off, and then mysteriously they got those players on that team.
Like, what do you mean mysterious?
Because nobody fully knows why. There's rumors about why he took those 2 weeks off. That you can actually read it.
Man, you gotta be a Michael Jordan.
No, it has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. You mentioned him more than I am.
LeBron pulls the strings in the NBA, man.
Zero is not saying it has anything to do with Michael Jordan. Zero is saying you're a Michael Jordan
Adam
fan.
Silver.
No, I'm not, dude. For the 100th time, I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. I'm telling you back.
Robert,
let me ask you.
Like goodness
I'm
gracious,
trying to call things.
like
I'm just
goodness
trying to call things
gracious,
how I
bro.
see
Like
it.
it has nothing to do with
Robert,
Michael
let me
Jordan.
ask you. Robert, I want to ask you.
Goodness gracious.
Robert, if somebody was a Michael Jordan fan,
I'm a Michael Jordan fan.
If they were a Michael Jordan fan, what do you need for you to go, okay, that's a Michael Jordan fan?
Like it's like no matter what, he can do no wrong. No matter what.
So basically no one can be a fan of anybody unless they say the player can't do no wrong.
No, but I'm saying you asked me what would it take for me to say that about a Michael Jordan.
And I'm following up. So that means, for example, no one can be a Jerry West fan or a Larry Bird fan or a Wilt Chamberlain fan unless they say those guys can't do no wrong.
No, I mean for me, I'm saying what I would classify him at. Like usually Michael Jordan fans feel that he can do there's no hole in the legacy.
There are some Michael Jordan fans who do, you're right. But when we call people Michael Jordan fans, it's not just because of that. Remember, you're having your own definition of what you think.
That's true. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing with that universe. Like I'm like, look, I'm a historian of the game, so I could probably tell you what happened going all the way back to probably the 60s, bro.
If you're a historian, as you say you are, you should know there's lots of players better than Michael.
Right. Okay. Oh, I ain't gonna say a lot. I don't know because they didn't get to play against him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get to play against them.
Why would that matter?
I mean, it would matter because that's why he brought it up when somebody asked.
No, they're not playing one-on-one.
No, not one-on-one. I'm just saying he said, okay, when they asked Michael Jordan about being the greatest, have you heard his response?
Yeah, he also said there's no such thing basically, and you shouldn't use rings. So he says things. Yeah, I'm assuming you think that he has a case, and you go by rings, don't you?
No, it's because it's not just rings. Because if that's the case, then
this is, by the way, no offense. This is something else Michael Jordan fans always say. They say it's not just rings, when obviously we know it's not just rings. You have other reasons, but rings is part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Okay. Well, Michael Jordan himself. Well, if you want to go by what Michael Jordan said, he basically made the point you shouldn't use rings to rank guys.
Yeah, and he says it's disrespectful to name other people and say that he's better than him. He said that himself. Right. And I agree.
Yeah. Right. But I don't understand why this matters that people play against each other. Like I don't need Wilt Chamberlain to play against LeBron James to know both of them are good, you know?
True. I give you that, but I'm saying in the average person's eyes, I'm saying when they look and determine who's better than who, you're like, for example, remember before Kobe died and he sat down with Shaq and they were talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Remember he said Jordan would call him and say, I was at my best in 91. And Kobe would say, I would love to face the 1991 version of you. And I'm like the 2006 version of myself. Or Magic in 1989. He felt like he was the best. You know what I mean? So he would love to face
before you continue, just real quick. Someone's on hold, just real quick. Christopher Sims, I'm gonna bring you on. Hey, you're on the program. Christopher Sims, you're there? Hey, welcome to the program, Christopher. If you don't mind, just let Robert finish up his points, and you can jump in anytime. All right, go ahead, Robert.
But yeah, so that basically what I was saying is whenever I say something, it's just based off of I look at all the time that I've like started watching.
All that we get, but here's what you're not getting. So we know that in your mind, you got logic, you got facts, you got reasons. It's not because you're dick riding Michael Jordan. That's not the problem.
No.
What you're not getting is there's a pattern. When your pattern is here's about LeBron James, here's about rings, here's about Michael Jordan, all the things you bring up. I'm sorry, not all of them. A lot of the things you bring up, there's a pattern that you do that fit in line with Michael Jordan fans. So you may not say he can't do anything wrong. You may not say he's perfect. You may not dick ride him and all that, but you do a lot of the other things.
But listen, that's what I'm saying to you. It's like no matter I could say the sky is blue and he gonna say I sound like Michael Jordan. It's like
no. If you said the sky is blue, there's no label. If you say the sky is Gatorade, you're a Michael Jordan fan.
Oh well, yeah, I wouldn't know nothing about that. But I'm saying to you, for the 100th time, that some of the points I'm bringing up has nothing to do with anything between Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
And we're saying to you, it's not always about that. We're not saying that you're.
No, he keeps saying. I'm not saying you're saying that. University. I'm saying every point, anytime, if there's a rejoinder or something.
I know what you're saying.
It's like, oh, you must be a Michael Jordan fan. It's like, dude.
I know what you're saying. So the reason he did that I get what you're saying. I'm listening to you. I get what you're saying. But the reason he's doing that is because usually, I didn't say always, okay?
Right.
Usually the only people who do this are Michael Jordan fans.
Okay, well, you met somebody. Okay, you met somebody that respects Michael Jordan, but I'm a fan. Like, for example, if the argument was about like Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan, then I'm gonna tell you more. I'm gonna tell you a lot of things about Magic Johnson, and I'm gonna have something objective about Michael Jordan. It's not whether I'm a fan or whatever the case.
And we're not questioning you on that. But if you start saying LeBron James super teams, LeBron James politics, LeBron James thinks he's number one and all that, the only people who usually do that are Michael Jordan fans.
Okay, but and like I said, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. But there's people that's not tied to both guys, and they say a lot of those things.
And you know what? I've researched these people. A lot of people tell me what you said, and I try to find out what do they think, because maybe I'm wrong. Not everybody thinks the same way, and sometimes I am wrong. Sometimes they're not Michael Jordan fans, but the majority of the time, they are Michael Jordan fans. Yeah. The Stephen A. Smiths, the Max Kellermans, the Skip Baylesses, the Chris Bussards, the Rob Pelinka, Dave, the other guy with Chris Bussard. A lot of these guys in the radio, in magazines, they'll tell you they're not Michael Jordan fans. Maybe some of them might tell you these things, but their takes are like, there's no doubt that's a Michael Jordan fan.
Even Jerry West, man, like Jerry West did you hear what he said about Jordan recently?
This is another reason why I know you're a Michael Jordan fan. Now you're going to tell me about the Terrell.
No, I was going to bring.
I want to show you so you know I'm playing.
Okay, you didn't let me finish, but it's okay. Go ahead.
No, I know I didn't let you finish. I want to show you that I'm going to predict it. If I can predict it, that means I'm not like just playing with you. I can predict what you're going to do. You're going to tell me about the Terrell Owens interview.
Okay. Keep going.
Aren't you? You're going to tell me how he said he's the most skilled player of all time,
right? But what I was going to say at the end of it, you don't know what I was going to say.
Okay. Well, I can keep predicting, but before I do that, aren't you impressed how I knew that? Aren't you impressed?
No, because I hadn't seen Jerry West in a while, and so that was the most recent interview that I heard recently, where he said that. I figured you would know.
But even the other guys on here, they knew where you're going with this. You know why?
Okay.
Because we debate people like you all the time. You're right in line. You're not 100% like them. Not everyone is exactly the same, but in general, you got a lot of the same takes that Michael Jordan fans have. Man.
Well, okay, put it like this. Whether I have a lot of the same takes that they have, it could just be a matter of certain things just being true. And you got to figure out what's truth and what's a fanboy.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
Yeah, that's true.
100% fair point. You are right, and that's why, forgive me, man, but pretty much all the things you've disagreed with us on, you have not proven that you're right and we're wrong.
Okay, but then I could say the same thing. So I guess we're just gonna be, just going back and forth.
You could say the same thing, and if you want,
you could say that. You could say that all you want, Zero. But I mean, I know, like I said, me having conversations with actual NBA players, they will rip you to shreds, and they not even Michael Jordan fans.
No, they are. The majority of NBA players, the majority.
Hold up. Spider-Man John Sally is not a Michael Jordan fan like that.
First of all, he has shown signs of being.
No, he said he's not the GOAT. He said that recently.
Zero. Robert, I know what you're gonna say, man. I'm telling you, I've debated over 4,000 Michael Jordan fans, man. I know all it takes. John Sally has said that. You're right. John Sally has said that. He also said Michael Jordan was the greatest.
I never look. Okay, put it like this.
He said that in the Last Dance. He said that in the Last Dance.
First of all, when I talked to him, I've talked to him myself because I live in LA. But because I worked there for a long time, so I met a lot of players. But when we had that conversation, bro, he did not say that.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm not saying.
I'm going to say this.
Robert, you're not getting me, man. I'm not saying you're wrong. I believe you. John Sally said those things. What you're not getting is when you tell me he's not a Michael Jordan fan and you don't know that he has picked Michael Jordan as the number one NBA player.
Right. I heard you. No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying when we talked, he actually had a pretty good list of players that he said he could make an argument for them being the greatest.
Okay, so then what I would say then, John Sally is not a typical Michael Jordan fan. I've seen his takes. I know his takes. I can't tell you a lot of people who you're telling people who you meet and all that. For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, in basketball, in basketball, I always tell people.
But just to give you an idea, my page is very popular. Like, you have no idea who knows my page, who emails me, who writes about my videos and all that. My videos influence a lot of TV shows, a lot of writers, a lot of newspaper articles, a lot of places. But the point I'm making is, I also know people too, and I'm letting you know, John Sally is not a typical Michael Jordan fan. He's not. He's not a dick riding Michael Jordan fan,
right?
But he does things over the years that shows that sometimes he kind of is a Michael Jordan fan.
Now, here's the thing. Now, going back to the Jerry West thing that you was talking about, right? Yes, you.
But just real quick, just because Zero wanted to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Zero.
Yeah, Zero. What were you gonna say, Zero? Oh, you're fine. What was it, Zero?
I just actually just wanted to say, like, I've seen like many times with John Sally, he would actually say MJ's not the GOAT. You know, he was actually getting a lot of hate over it, throughout the years.
Right.
And I think during the Last Dance, I think he kind of just said it just to kind of, promote Jordan.
Right.
I don't think John Sally really believes that Michael is.
If you want to be famous and you want to make money and you want to be on good terms with Michael Jordan and work with ESPN and work with Nike and work with Gatorade and all that, it's not going to help you if you start going, yeah, Michael Jordan's not the number one NBA player of all time. It's going to help you if you put him as the number one guy.
That's funny.
I had a video where I put a Shaq video. Some of you might know the video. Shaq goes on a program. It's not a famous. It's kind of famous, but not that famous. He goes on a program and he basically goes, there's no such thing as the number one NBA player of all time. And some guy writes in the comment section, man, peep this. Every time Shaq is on TNT or ESPN, he's always picking Michael Jordan. And now here he is on this program, and he's not just Shaq. The guy wrote about how other players, when they're in different places, they give a different answer. And there's reasons for this, because when you're trying to make money and get fame and have job security, and you don't want to be made fun of and get called out on Twitter and get questioned and people think you're not an expert and all that, sometimes people just go in line and they just act nice on certain things, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that in general, but there's a difference between getting what ESPN and TNT and Fox Sports and all these places tell you versus what the actual facts are. And there's a difference between asking Shaq on TNT versus off the air. There's a difference. Shaq has also said Bill Russell is the greatest. He also said, I think Kareem, Shaq thought he was the greatest.
He brought up Kobe before.
Yeah, exactly. So when you tell me about what John Sally tells you, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just letting you know there might be more to the story.
Now, quick question. Now that you brought that up, when you bring up the media and stuff, do you believe? Because I've heard certain things like certain players are on Clutch's payroll to be on TV and talk about LeBron. Do you think this is true?
According to I don't know for a fact, but according to the reports, they're making it seem like something's happening with that.
Nick, I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Wright, he'd be saying some of the most ridiculous things sometimes.
That's another reason I know you're a Michael Jordan fan. You guys
wow, because of Nick Wright?
No, listen, there's three guys that you guys hate in the media the most. There's three guys you hate the most.
I don't hate them.
You know what I mean. Ryan Hollins, Nick Wright, and Isaiah Thomas. You guys always bring up
I love Isaiah Thomas, man.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah, I love Isaiah Thomas' take on the game.
But did you get it? Like, if some guy kept saying Sean Hannity, would you understand? Okay, that's a right-wing wacko probably who likes Sean Hannity.
Probably. And now, quick question. Now, okay, so this is where I'm going with it. This is what I was going to tell y'all for future reference when you run into a Jordan fan where you can detect it right away, right? Okay, so you know how no matter what I say, it's like, oh, you must be a Jordan fan.
Not no matter what you say. No, there's certain.
But no, I said it seems like it sometimes.
No, but you're taking it the wrong way, man. You're wrong. There's certain things you say that I agreed with you. I'm sure Zero and 2K agree with you on some things. I remember I said to you in the beginning. I don't know if you remember that. I said to you, you're not a typical Michael Jordan fan. If there's a party in the house, they're in the party, but you're at the front gate. Remember that?
Yeah. No, I remember. I remember
that. Like them. But a lot of your takes are right in line with them, man. Like, at what point do you go, okay, maybe you're a Michael Jordan fan?
No, it's not, because I think on you guys, and then you're gonna have to ask yourself some things about that too. In that regard, is it like more so you being a fan, and not paying attention to what's actually? Because a lot of stuff I say about LeBron James, this stuff is factual, dude.
I've heard you say a couple of times something is factual when it's not. So
okay, so for example,
hang on. So when you say a lot of things you say are factual, yeah, you might be right, but not everything you say about him is factual. And earlier, remember I was saying well, hey, you haven't proven us wrong. You haven't proven you're right. And then you said, well, I could say the same thing about you guys. If you want, we can get into the details because I've made videos on a lot of these topics. I've debated over 4,000 Michael Jordan fans. I know pretty much all your takes. You don't know all our takes. So I can prove to you that we're right and you're wrong. You're
Okay.
not proving on us, man. I know the information details. You
Okay,
don't.
but do you realize the more so I'm into the conversation, not with just you, but then with others, it's not even about the other players that you're naming as great. It's coming down to him.
Oh, your connection. Is that your connection? Whose connection is that?
I don't know. I'm on full bar.
Do you hear that? Well, it's gone now. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I was saying what it's coming down to, because you guys said, oh, must be Jordan fans, must be Jordan fans. Okay, what it's coming down to, the more I get in, the more we're conversing, is it's coming down to LeBron James. You don't notice this pattern here?
It's coming down to what?
LeBron James.
We didn't bring up LeBron James.
Somebody, I mean, like I definitely didn't start that conversation, but I mean, I'll leave it where it is.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, when it was with us, including, I'm not talking about other people, like us, you were the first one to bring up LeBron James.
No, I didn't bring him up. The only time I used his name was when you kept saying, "Oh, you must be a Jordan fan." I said the only people that say those kind of things are LeBron James fans. I threw it back at you.
Yeah, and I remember that. Right, you did that. But when it comes to us, I'm not talking about the other people. I never brought up LeBron James first.
Before that, somebody else had brought up his name in it because they said something about like they always compare him.
I know that's fine, but you're saying right now, you're implying that we did it first, right?
No, I mean I'm just saying once the name was brought up and the more we talk about it just looks like it's more so about him. You know what I mean? Compared to the other players.
But even if you're right, which I don't say you're right, but even if you're right, you have more things that are linked to Michael Jordan versus us being linked to LeBron James.
Not really. I tell you guys, the things I'm talking about with Michael Jordan, I'm not, like I said, for the 100th time, I respect dude's game if he's great. Like if it's a great dude. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, who gets constantly disrespected all the time.
And he was better than Michael Jordan.
Okay, if you feel that way, cool. I'm just saying.
No, it's not a feeling. He was factually better than Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Just so you know, before you continue, Robert. Just so you know, I usually on serious topics, I usually don't debate opinions. I try to stick with facts.
Okay.
And logic, you know. But go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that it just right now, if I say anything, whether it's true or not to you guys about him, if somebody's bringing up a topic that's to do with him, and I'm objective about it, it's like you got to be hating or you got to be a Jordan fan.
Robert, you're saying all this because you believe it's all true. You believe you're being objective. You believe you got the facts. You believe you got the information. So I don't blame you for saying this. But did you ever consider that maybe you're wrong and we're right then?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about. I'm just saying, based on this situation, even if I said, just like how I brought up the super team thing, right? Remember I brought that up.
Thing. That's right.
Okay, so you want me to believe, and this has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. You want me to believe, or Zero wants me to believe this is the best guy. He's better than Jordan, whatever the case is. But he needed a lot more help than Michael Jordan to win.
Yeah, and you and Zero can get into that if you want. But if you want to go over with me, we'll do it too. But I'm just letting you know right now, the majority of people who start talking about load management and super teams and politics and all that stuff are Michael Jordan fans.
Yep. Oh my goodness!
Oh
my goodness!
I have rarely found.
I did. I'm guilty.
Hang on, Robert. What was that? Latino?
I'm guilty of that. I did bring all that stuff up. I'm a Michael Jordan fan.
Okay. So
I know he's one guy. I know. But
hold on. No. It's okay. I give you this. I will give you this because a lot of Michael Jordan fans, there are a lot of them that, like he said, he's a 90s kid. So they were able to watch that era. So, of course, I was in that era, too. So I a lot of the things they saw, I saw myself. So, yeah, I bring that stuff up. But at the same time, I hated Michael Jordan. I didn't even want them to win.
And that has nothing. You know what? By the way,
what you mean? It don't sound like I'm supposed to say something.
I used to hate
about him all the time for you to like. What are you talking about?
I used to hate Michael Jordan as a Knicks fan.
No,
I used to hate him.
LeBron. No, it's that LeBron. When you compare the two guys, he had more negative than Michael Jordan.
connection do that.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it better now? I don't know why.
We can hear you, but we can hear you, but it's not. It has like static or something.
Oh, is this better now?
Seems a little better. Now it has like a matrix thing going on, but I'll go ahead.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me get
In
back.
the meantime, while he fixes his settings, I want to take this time to remind everybody. No offense, Robert. This is something I do all the time, or lots of times. Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. If anybody wants to go, just so you guys know, if you don't know, I also go on live streams on my second page. This is not my only NBA page. So if you want to know about if you want to have a better chance of knowing about the live streams on my second page, please go to my second page and subscribe to it. You might like it. It's a fun page, nice page, interesting page, and all that. The name of the second page is Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. And ain't that right, Latino? Oh, he left. Oh, he's there.
Oh, he left.
He's on hold. Hold on. Ain't that right, Latino? There you go. All right. Robert left too. All right. Chris, I know you've been, I forgot Chris was here. Chris, you've been waiting a minute. I told you can jump anytime you like, man. What's up, Chris?
What's good, man?
But thanks for waiting though anyway, Chris. Yeah, what's up, man?
It's all good though, man. I was just trying to address that Robert guy, because he had
Were you the guy who was here last night?
Huh?
Were you the guy who came on last night?
Oh no, I ain't. I hadn't been coming on for a while.
Chris, I remember you. I remember Chris. Chris is not a Michael Jordan lover, right? You're an educated NBA fan. This guy's a respectful guy. He's a nice guy. You're not a Michael Jordan fan, right?
I just you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to address that Robert guy. You know what I'm saying, because he had a lot of stuff to say about LeBron, man. I'm just trying to figure out where did all this hate come from? You know what I'm saying, with LeBron? You know what I'm saying?
There is. You know what, Chris? Don't be fooled by. I mean, I know you're not. That guy is a Michael Jordan fan. There's no doubt about it, man. I mean, he's playing. I don't know. He just playing it off. Every time I bring up something, y'all call me a Michael Jordan fan. That's not true. It's a lot of things he brings up, though. Not everything, but a lot of things that makes him a Michael Jordan fan. He doesn't get it because he's in love with Michael Jordan. He grew up in that time. He's brainwashed about him and all that. So I don't understand why it's so hard for people like him to get it. Like, if you meet a liberal, okay, that's a Democrat. A Republican, that's a Republican. A Donald Trump fan, that's a Donald Trump fan. Same thing with Michael Jordan fans. He has a lot of the same. That's a Michael Jordan fan. He has a lot of the same points as a Michael Jordan fan.
Look,
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Also, Universe.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, let Chris.
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to say
really quick. Michael Jordan, I used to hate him because I was a Knicks fan. Then I ended up liking him. LeBron James, I started liking him, and then I ended up hating him. See the difference? Michael Jordan earns you. LeBron makes you hate him.
Yeah, and you know who agrees with you, man?
A Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, baby. That's right.
I can't. I'm not saying there's literally nobody else. You can always find an exception to the rule on some topics, but in general, man, the people who agree with you are Michael Jordan fans.
That's right. There's a lot of us.
At least Latino is open-minded about it. He's not getting annoyed in general. He's making jokes. It's fine. A lot of you in the chat room who disagree. Why are you people in denial? I'm not giving you it's not all opinions. A lot of this is facts, logic, reason, and common sense. You people are the same people who always bring up load management, super teams. The NBA was great back then. It sucks today. Mm-hmm. Politics. Mm-hmm. LeBron James had help. I know it's not the same super teams. What I mean is he put the teams together. That for a fact. The media is pushing LeBron James. Michael Jordan's better than LeBron James and all that. It's you people usually who do these things. Why are you people in denial about the fact or whatever the word is? It's you Michael Jordan fans are the ones who think these strange, ridiculous, stupid, dumb, contradictory, hypocrisy, funny, just stupid things. And for any of you Michael Jordan fans who disagree, if you want to come on in general, you're welcome to come on. We have some spots open. If there's no spots available, then at that point you can wait if you like, or you can try to come on in the future. All right, Latino.
Why does LeBron always have a book always in a press conference? They never he's always on the first page. Why? That's my question. LeBron comes off like he's smart. He comes off like he's something that he's not. That's why I don't like. Just be real, man.
Let me know what are you talking about, man.
Like LeBron, he has his book. He always walks around with a Harry Potter book or something in the press conferences.
Yeah, the Hunger Games. Huh?
Yeah, the Hunger Game one of those trilogy
right.
books. I don't know, Lord of the Rings.
What's the big deal? I didn't even know he does that, but if he does, who cares?
Wait, that's
Nah,
the
he did it before. He's done it before.
The only time I question LeBron James on, well, not the only time maybe, but I remember there was one time he had this weird outfit on, like he had these like really short shorts,
yeah,
and like a suit and a
I agree with
briefcase.
that.
Right. What was that? You know, like
I'm with you on that one.
yeah, I think that was that was the time when J.R. Smith did something questionable. So they were asking, did J.R. Smith know the play? And then he got annoyed. And in the press conference, he left, and he had like he was wearing, I think, a suit, but it was like shorts, really short shorts,
and a briefcase,
and like a briefcase, something like that. You know, I just thought that was kind of a strange thing, but you know, everyone has their own style.
You know, he's trying to let his legs, you know what I'm saying, breathe. You know.
Well, he did that after he won the championship because he got confident right after that. He didn't do that before.
Now, to be fair, you can find tons of pictures of Michael Jordan dressing like a clown, man. Seriously, all right.
He had the big earring. That's it. Just that one big earring.
I don't got a problem with the earring. He's got these pictures where he's wearing these big, goofy, baggy pants.
That's the '90s, baby. Mark Eccles probably had on.
But not everyone in the '90s wore like big, goofy.
Some FUBUs, man. He has some FUBUs on, man.
But you know, I remember there was a web page. I don't know if it's still around because people used to say this. Like they used to say things like how Michael Jordan is a really well-dressed guy. He's stylish, fashionable, and he is. But some guy made a web page, and I didn't know about this until I went to the page where they were questioning. No, Michael Jordan is not that good at like that well dressed and that fashionable and stylish and all that. And he would the person he or she would show pictures, a lot of pictures of Michael Jordan dressing like in like ways is like, wow, he's wearing that. And then I was like, wow, Michael Jordan is not the way the media explains about the well dressed and all that. I don't know if that web page is still there, but you can still find pictures today. Just go type online Michael Jordan dressing goofy. I remember there was one guy, I think, being interviewed by DJ Vlad, and he said something like Michael Jordan dresses dumb, like he dresses in a way like he just looks dumb. Like I guess it was his big goofy baggy pants and all that, you know.
As a Michael Jordan fan, I have a question to you guys because you guys know more about the NBA than me. Who's Jimmy Butler's father?
I mean, you know, they say it's Mike, but you know what I'm saying? It just
I didn't know that.
Look, I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for real? They're saying Jimmy Butler's dad's Michael Jordan?
Look it up. Yeah, because look,
like
they
it's
hit
just something that's been said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, who knows if it's actually true or not? We'll have to get both of them in the room, you know, and give them a, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey.
Wow.
I was gonna bring that up as a Michael Jordan fan, right? Because you know how we protect Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan could do no wrong. So the conspiracy theory about this is, when Jimmy Butler was born, like his mom kicked him out because it looked like his dad. So the mom kicked him out. And if you look at Jimmy Butler without the hair he has, he looks like Michael Jordan. He has like that killer instinct.
Zero, did you know about the story?
Never, man. To be honest,
Jimmy Butler's dad might be Michael Jordan.
I just found out like 2 weeks ago about this.
I didn't know about this.
And it was interesting.
I always heard that Jimmy Butler, you know, grew up as like a foster kid, but this is new to me.
Jaleel floating around about it.
Jaleel wrote in the chat room. They also say Nate Thurman's is LeBron's dad. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's another video floating around.
He's saying that because of Nate Thurman's hairline. You know, basically,
as a matter of fact,
saying LeBron doesn't have one.
It's the guy Mike Korzimba. His channel. He makes videos.
Deshaun Coleman wrote Westbrook wearing a dress.
Yeah, in the summertime.
Yeah, he was wearing a skirt.
Yeah, he put a dress on a couple times.
Yeah, you know, I try to be open-minded about things, but some of these styles, man, I don't know what these fools are thinking, man. Seriously.
That's why he sucks this year, man. He's playing like a little girl out there, man.
I never really liked the tight-ass pants either, man. I really like that, man. Like I'm not saying you got to wear big, goofy, baggy pants like the 1990s, but like wearing like tight-ass pants, like girls, man. Like, okay,
they weren't capris. They weren't capris now.
I think that is. I think they go when they go, you know, to the little stylish room or whatever they go to and stuff like that. either the stylist bringing them clothes like that, or when they go to the store, they're like, okay, we're not gonna go and pick baggy clothes. You know what I'm saying? We're going for the damn tight ass pants like the women have. And I'm like, cause you can't tell me no different, man. Those are women pants they have on.
Like, you know what, Chris? And you know what? Don't get me wrong, Chris. Like, if someone's gay and they want to dress a certain way, I'm not judging them. Okay, it's fine. But if someone is heterosexual, why would you want to dress like that? You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, I'm not saying nobody can dress like that. You can do whatever you want, and some people can rock it. All right, there's some people like cowboys wear tight jeans or whatever. People can rock it, but a lot of guys wearing like really tight pants. Like, this is stylish.
The capris,
man, that's what they making now. They not making, like, the only thing I can honestly say they probably making like that's actually, you know what I'm saying, like baggy, or probably some like Wrangler pants and jeans and stuff like that. Other than that,
is this stylish? This is stylish. Is this stylish? You know, like, I mean, a girl's wearing tight pants, I'm all for it. It's all good, you know. Well, you know, I'm joking around, but you know what I mean. But guys doing it, like, it's nasty. Sometimes I be going to these parties, man, and these guys come in with like really tight pants, and some of them are fat, right? So now their belly's hanging out.
They're like ice cream cones.
They're
like fucking ice cream cones melting and shit, like the fat overlapping and shit.
But you know, there's some people who say, and I'm not trying to be mean. I get it. So some people say, well, you know what? Like, they'll say they're kind of skinny, so they don't want to wear big pants. They want to wear skinny pants. Okay, I get it. But if you're skinny and you don't want to come off as being super skinny, wouldn't wearing tight pants make you look really skinny compared to wearing more loose pants?
Like regular cuts, just
like if you were a skinny guy, right, and you wear tight pants or you wear loose pants, which one would make you look more skinnier? The tight pants.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, you know,
they're like two chopsticks walking around.
Well, and so anyway, if anybody wants to join up, you're welcome to call in. We got 2 spots open. Pretty much all topics are welcome. Doesn't have to be just about Michael Jordan and his scumbag fans. No offense, Latino.
No, it's all right. No, but
I don't want you to think that I'm putting you in that, category. It's Michael Jordan fans in general.
In my eyes, Jordan could do no wrong until I found out the whole Jimmy Butler thing. I was like, damn, Jordan, what the hell?
Yeah, so I'm not calling you a scumbag fan. I'm not acting like you're one of them. I'm not trying to put you in that category. It's just a reference to Michael Jordan fans in general.
That's all good.
But yeah. So what was that?
It's all good. That's my man right there, Jordan. That's my man, yo. Space Jam, baby. Space Jam.
Okay. So if anybody wants to call in, you're welcome to call in. We got Latino, Christopher Sims, and Zero. Okay, if you guys want to go over anything, feel free to go over whatever you like.
Yeah, but I don't mean to make everything about LeBron, but it's just so easy to spot, you know, a Jordan fan, because when they talk about LeBron, you know, that's when they really, really get their rocks off. Like, they just hate this man for no reason. And you could just tell. And it's sad, to be honest. Like, he said that, you know, when LeBron was injured, he said that, you know, that was his way to, you know, to let himself off the hook. But they would never say that about Michael Jordan.
Right. They don't even question. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, they didn't really go at him, you know what I'm saying, when he came back from his little stint with the you know what I'm saying, major leagues, you know what I'm saying. Oh, you know, he's just a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That boy Jordan 2 ass, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't really like that, man.
I know, man. And you know what? Even if they're gonna pick Michael Jordan over LeBron James, do they have to have so much like negativity against LeBron James? It's just basketball.
Yeah,
they nitpick everything they do. I made a video on this. Anything that LeBron James does or doesn't do, they're gonna question it. If he shoots the ball, they question him. If he passes the ball, they question him. If he stays in Cleveland, they question him. If he leaves Cleveland, they question him. If he loses, they question him. If he wins, they question him. If he has hair on his head, they question him. If he has a bald head, they question him. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's more examples, but you get the point. Just a weird, strange, ridiculous, stupid things that these Michael Jordan fans do. And on that note, I want to take the time to remind everybody, Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans. All right, go ahead.
And Giannis made me hate LeBron even more, because look how Giannis did it. He did it the right way with his own team to draft him with his core.
First off, Let's be real. Let's be real.
I mean,
Giannis
he had
in the
an easy
Bucks.
path, man.
Go ahead. What you were saying? Man?
Yeah, he had an easy path, bro. That like,
Exactly.
come on, my nigga.
Nobody,
that nigga, man. Look, bro.
Why
They
nobody
had
mentions that
KD.
though?
They had KD, James Harden, and Kyrie all on the same team, and guess what? 2 of those players were injured.
Exactly.
So it's safe to say that if none of those guys were injured, that Giannis was not going to make it to that final. Now, I'm not saying he's not a great player, but I mean, it's just too hard to imagine that he would have got there through those 3 guys. It's like saying LeBron was going to beat the Warriors, but by himself on the team, which he did not do. None of those years that he played that team, he did not beat that team by himself. He had to have his team to help him win. You know.
By the way, Chris, can you believe, bro? 2021, man. Basketball's a team game, and these fools still don't. They act like one guy wins and one guy loses.
Hey, man, come on, bro. That's just like last night. I was watching. I believe it may have been a playoff game from '93 or something. Jordan against the Knicks or one of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. I really wasn't even trying to watch it. It was just something that popped up. All right, man. Why one of the commentator dudes hollering about Michael Jordan? Something happened. I guess he was trying to do something. Talking about Michael Jordan out here trying to do it by himself because he got to do it by. I'm like, man, come on, bro.
Can you believe it, man? They don't even know how basketball works, man. It's a team game, you know. Some of these people, they play basketball. They can't even figure out it's a team game. And then when Michael Jordan loses, then they go with the team game. Oh, he didn't have a good enough team, you know. And when someone else wins, then they go with the team game. And they just decide when it's a team game when they want it to be a team game, and they decide when it's a team game when they don't want it to be a team game. You know, it's weird.
Right.
Anyway,
like we can't really say.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, like we can't really say if scoring 30 points in the game is more difficult than getting 30 rebounds in the game. Like I seen some of the stat where they were talking about the Dennis Rodman deserve to be in the top 75. It showed where this man had 34 rebounds in one game. So I got to think of like, well, damn. Like, how good was Jordan really if he had players like this on his team? You know what I'm saying? I really think people seem to forget how good these players were on this man's team. They trying to build him up to be this, you know what I'm saying, mythological type figure. Like this is a regular person, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Come on, man.
But
he was really ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my honest opinion, I for a while may have had a slither in my mind that Jordan was the best player.
Which is cool. Nope, which is cool.
Yeah, like this was, you know what I'm saying, about 7-8 years ago. But now, just thinking about it, you know what I'm saying, like over time, I had to really understand, like, this dude is really ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole 7-footer. I'm like, this is real talk, though. You got a whole 7-footer, bro, telling you, like, man, look, guy. They changed the game to make it, you know what I'm saying, easier for you. I was dunking on 12-foot rims, you know what I'm saying? I was jumping from the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? Just like, come on, man. Will Chamberlain is just another person that made the NBA what it was back in his time. You know? And just because somebody that comes along and wins 6 rings and don't lose in the finals, that does not make you the best player. It makes you a player that won, but it doesn't make you the best player. There's other players that won championships.
Right.
Real quick.
Yeah. Deshaun Coleman in the chat room. Thank you. Deshaun Coleman in the chat room. Yeah, I think I know what highlights what tape you're talking about. I think I used some of those on one of my videos, at least one of my videos on the second page. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, like I was hearing some guy last night talk about you know, the different times and different eras and stuff like that. You know, why Jordan was better than the guys in the past and stuff. But I mean, it's a lot of those guys in the past that I didn't just sit down and just look at their stats and stuff like that. But I mean, hey, George Mikan, won 5 rings in what 5-6 years. The man only played like I think like 5 or 6 years in the NBA. 5.
Yeah. And before he went, I think, and before he went to the NBA, there was another league where he was winning rings also.
Yeah, like if you don't look at that, you know, he started he merged. I want to say he was the commissioner, I believe.
No, you're right. Yeah, I think he was a commissioner of the ABA. You're right. NBA or ABA, one of them. Yeah, you're right. Chris, you know your history, man.
Yeah, he put both of the leagues together, and then the whole 3-point shot stuff came about. Like, man, I really believe that should have never been added to the game because, like I say, people started forgetting that just because Jordan and other players today doing all this stuff and did all of these things, man, they had to add these things to the game later on. Just like y'all kept telling them guys last night. I mean, what if they had the 3-point line in the 50s and the 60s?
Right. No, Chris, you 100% right, man. You always make good points, man. Just real quick, Chris. Choice is in the chat room. I was asking Choice if he wants to call in. Choice, the link is in the description section. I'm surprised you don't know that, man. Which is okay. I'm just surprised you didn't know that because you've been here so many times. And guess what, folks? Robert is back on hold. So I'm gonna bring Robert back in, but I want to be fair to Chris. Chris was making some points.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, you sure? You finish, man. Finish, man.
See, I didn't even know about the 3-pointers. I'm learning here, man. This is cool stuff, man. See,
Christopher, man, I want to be fair, man. Please go ahead and finish your points if you like.
Like, you know, it was so much stuff I was hearing last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter. You know, he's better than Bob Cousy. You know, this player is better than that player. And I'm just like, bro, you really don't understand. Like, I see why you try to tell these guys so much out of the years. Like, I guess the 10-year span that they try to bring up, you know, a different era that does not really equate to anything. It's not a different time. Like, it's still basketball. They still
it's still basketball. That's right. Anybody who played in the courts, you've all played on basketball. People of different ages. They dress different. They like different music. They act a little different, maybe, you know, culture and all that. And they can still ball people up. If you can ball, you can ball. If you're 6'9", 220 pounds or 240 pounds, it don't matter what the year is, man. You're 6'9", 240 pounds, man.
All right, Robert left. Well, it's too bad. But go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, man, like I really feel like a lot of people, you know, a lot of these guys that probably come on, I'm not saying that they aren't old enough to know anything about other basketball players, but the media kind of turns people's minds off to understanding certain things.
That's right. That's right. Choice, are you calling in, Choice, or no? What happened, Choice? I told you the link is in the description section. Go ahead, Chris. If anyone wants to call in, by the way, we got 2 spots open. You're welcome to call in. We're hanging out. We got Latino, Zero, and Chris. All right, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I want that Robert guy to come back on because I need to figure out some things with him, man. Cause
I don't know what happened if he left, but you know what, man, he ain't that hard to figure out, man. He's a Michael Jordan lover, man. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah,
right.
To be honest,
there's no way in the hell you talking about what somebody's saying about Clutch. They got people on LeBron payroll in the media, but you forgetting about Stephen A. and the rest of these guys for Michael Jordan.
For real, the majority of the people on these programs are Michael Jordan lovers. I mean, look at TNT. TNT's basketball program is one of the most popular basketball programs of all time. Every guy on there, Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny Smith, Ernie Johnson, all of them at one point have picked Michael Jordan. At least at one point have picked Michael Jordan as the number 1 guy. Even the other guys who come on, the other girls, Candace Parker, I think Chris Webber, maybe I think he's more into Magic Johnson, maybe, but I think, yeah, maybe not him, but and there's other people I'm sure. Who else comes on that? Dwayne Wade came on. I think who does he pick? I think he picks Michael Jordan. I'm not sure, but anyway, other people come on too. The majority of them pick Michael Jordan. ESPN, you know, that's a zombie land for Michael Jordan fans. Fox Sports, I don't know as much about them, but from the programs I do know, a lot of them pick Michael Jordan. In general, the media, the NBA world in the media, you know, they usually pick Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because like you might have those one or two people on the network that don't pick Michael Jordan. Like let's just say, I think somebody like Nick Wright probably picks LeBron as the. Well, I don't know. I really haven't just heard him outright say that Jordan is the best, but he certainly likes LeBron a lot. I might have to go with somebody like Shannon Sharp.
Okay. No, Nick Wright picks LeBron for sure.
Okay. Let's just say him then, right? Okay. Nick Wright picks LeBron as the best player of all time. The whole world is gonna say that this man is dumb. He doesn't know anything. You know, he shouldn't be on the show. He's an idiot. He's this, he's that. But it's like, bro, how the hell can you say Michael Jordan is the greatest? The man hadn't scored the most points all time. He's not the top assist leader of all time. He doesn't have the most steals all time. He does not lead no category. He doesn't even have the most rings. Like, I'm pretty sure that a person that has won the most probably leading in something. Just like with football. Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and Lawrence Taylor were kind of like recognized as the top guys of all time. But now Tom Brady has won 7 rings. You know, they're saying that he's the greatest football player of all time now. So it's kind of like, okay, you got one league that said this man is the greatest because he's won the most. But then the other league says this man is the greatest because what he sold the most shoes. Like, I don't understand this, man. Michael Jordan.
By the way, Robert's back on hold.
Yeah, bring it, man.
All right. So remember, folks, he's gonna deny being a Michael Jordan fan, but it's pretty obvious he's a Michael Jordan fan. You know, let me ask you, Latino. Would you agree that Robert's a Michael Jordan fan?
I don't want to say he's in the closet, but no. I don't think so. I don't think so, though.
You don't think he's a Michael Jordan fan for real?
No. He's not like Michael. No, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Not like me, though.
No, maybe he's not as much as
maybe he's a fair weather Michael Jordan fan.
Oh, fair enough.
He's not a diehard like me.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Obviously, I've acknowledged that Robert is not on the same level as a lot of other Michael Jordan fans. There's people probably worse than him, but he's definitely a typical Michael Jordan fan. All right. Just before I bring him on, somebody wrote something about calling in. I think where'd it go? I'm gonna bring you on, Robert. Just one second. You know what? I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh wait, there it is. He wrote. Shit, I hate when it does this. Fuck. Anyways, question mark. So phenomenal. I wrote. The link is in the description section, and it's also on the screen. It says if you want to call in, click the link in the description section. It's okay if you didn't know that, but I just don't get why people are not paying attention. It's on the screen, and I wrote it in the chat room when you were asking how to call in. I wrote a little while later, not too long later, something like, so the link is in the description section. All right, let me bring on Robert. He's been waiting. Hang on then. All right, you're back on the program then.
Hey, my bad, guys. I had a phone call. Had to take care of.
No problem. Who has it? By the way, somebody, even before Robert came on, there was some background noise. I don't know, and now it's happening again. I don't know if this is, I mean, when he's on hold, it can't be him, so it might be someone else. But now that it's happening again when he's on, I don't know. Is it Robert also? Is it 2 people? I don't know. No. Oh, it's gone. I know.
I mean, anyway. I got a. Oh, wait. Never mind.
All right. Before we continue, Mad Capper is in the chat room. Mad Capper, you seem to be someone who disagrees. Mad Capper, if you'd like to come on, you're welcome to come on if you like. Before we continue, I want to let everybody know this is not my only NBA page. I also have another NBA page, and I go on live streams over there as well. If you want to have a better chance of knowing about those live streams, please go to my second page and subscribe to it. The name of the second page is Michael Jordan Fans Are the Worst NBA Fans. All right, we got Latino Zero, Christopher Sims, and Robert. Feel free to go over whatever you like, fellas.
Yeah, man. All I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying, like, if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying, I just get all these guys together, man, and we could just settle this, you know what I'm saying, like what it is though, you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't that be tight though? Wouldn't that be tight if they could do that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, like I know for a fact that Jordan is not the greatest player. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess he's the de facto leader of this whole, you know what I'm saying, like movement of who's the greatest and different stuff like that. Cause they even got a show called what's it called? Who's the greatest or who's number one and something like that.
It's like
and,
boxing.
Yeah.
It's like boxing.
It's just funny to me, man. Like you got all these great players, man. And
There's too many of them, and that's what I was saying earlier. You own something. Not my bad, not to cut you off. I'm just saying, it's too many of them. You feel me? Like different eras, different rules for you to put that all in context. To say when you use the words "greatest," you know what I mean?
You're pretty open-minded. When I was questioning that, what if he's not a top in that? Should he be in that top 75 NBA list?
I believe he should. I believe he should be in top 75. But,
no, but I'm saying, are you open? If you're saying all the things you just said, are you? I think you are open-minded, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to confirm.
Oh, yeah. Could I deal with it? Yeah, could I deal with it?
Top 75 NBA list?
Yeah. I could deal with that. Like if somebody really felt like that, because look at how many players come before him. You know what I mean? Or even going, let's just say, without going up to the 2000s.
Sorry, just real quick. Someone in the chat, I'm sorry. So phenomenal. Are you calling in or not? Okay, if you don't, it's okay if you do. But you wrote about it. It seems like you want to call in. I've written. You were one of the reasons I wrote it, like how to call in. I wrote in the chat room. Are you gonna call in? All right, go ahead, Robert.
But here's the part. I can deal with that, but like most of the time, like this is the hard part. It's not just Jordan fans that just watch like somebody like Mike. Like most of the players, former players, current players, that's how they look at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they look at him.
See, Robert, listen, man. I need you to forgive me, man. You are no doubt a Michael Jordan fan, man. There's just no doubt about it, bro.
It's like no matter what I say, is it gonna say that? It's okay.
Robert, it's not no matter. I told you this earlier. It's not everything. It's a lot of things you bring up, like this one right here. You think, I'm not putting words in your mouth, okay? But you basically think that all or most pick Michael Jordan.
They do, though. That's the reality, whether I'm a fan or not, which I'm not.
So, see, man, listen, man, you're wrong. And you believe that to be true, and you said they do, that's the reality. How many times are you going to deny that you're a Michael Jordan fan? The only people who say
Did they not have a vote around the league? Did they not have a vote around the league?
I'll get to your 73% poll if you want. I'll get to that, and I'll demolish that too.
Even before, I'm just saying, did they not do that?
Hang on, one thing at a time. I know all the arguments. I told you I've debated over 4,000 Michael Jordan fans. I know all the topics. When you say to me, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but when you basically talk about how all or most pick them, usually, because it's not always, but usually the people who think like this are Michael Jordan fans. And
what you just felt? Hold up.
Hang on. And then you double down. Even when I showed you that maybe you're wrong, you were like, you said something like, well, that's actually reality. It's true. You believe it to be true.
No, I'm saying what I said was a reality. It was true. Is if you ask a basketball player, 9 times out of 10, they pick him. I don't pick. I've never picked him. No matter how much you say.
I'm not talking about you, and I'm talking about them. And I'm saying it's not 9 out of 10.
Not okay. So guys, like I'm talking about, let's just talk about like the players, like from the recent that have retired up to now. So you got guys
say it again.
The guys like from the 2000s to
now you're changing it.
No, I said let's just use them because I don't want to go back and look at the other guys from way back. I mean, because I don't know what they don't talk a lot. Like you don't see Bob.
But hang on, when I said earlier, because I didn't want to assume. I wanted to confirm it with you. I was like, you're basically saying all or most. You confirmed it that you are thinking that.
No, I'm not. That's not what. Because I've been one of the people that's been called crazy for saying he's not the GOAT for years. I've been saying it since the 90s.
Yeah, and by the way, you know who calls you crazy?
Oh,
Michael Jordan fans. If you don't pick him as the GOAT, it's Michael Jordan fans who insult.
Oh yeah, I've been called all kind of dumbs and you crazy and you out your damn minds.
Let me tell you what I've been called. I've been called stupid, dumb, crazy, an idiot, a pedophile, a racist, a millennial, an old boomer. And I can go on. I can go on. There's more. That's not everything. There's more. They call people all sorts of names. They do these things. They're Michael Jordan fans. Man.
That's crazy. I don't think he.
Hey, Robert, one time during a live stream, somebody actually said that this was all fake. This guy is joking. Michael Jordan is still the GOAT.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, still here's you really want to know? You want me to be honest with y'all?
I actually put the show on the screen.
You want me to be completely transparent, honest with you guys, bro? I really don't. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. However, my arguments when it comes from a historical standpoint and the things that I've seen, it may sound similar because you talk to so many Jordan fans.
No, you're still not getting it. I'm telling you right now, the reason you think we're wrong is because in your mind, you're saying, look, bro, I ain't saying he can be perfect. He can do no wrong. I don't got his jerseys in my room. I'm not saying all these stupid things. I'm going by facts, logic, reason, and fairness.
Some of it's not facts, though.
And that's fine. But what I'm saying to you is, it's not because I'm not saying you're a Michael Jordan fan because you got his jerseys, his Hanes underwear, Space Jam, and all that. That might be there, maybe not, but that's not really the issue. I'm going, a lot of your takes are what Michael Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not hearing me.
Hang on. I know what you're saying. Let me finish. And if you're saying, well, it's not that I know it might be similar, but I'm going by facts, logic, reason, and all that. I'm telling you, a lot of your takes are not factual, they're not true, they're not reliable, and there's more examples, but you get the point.
Right. Okay, but I mean, well, depending on what we're talking about in regards to Michael Jordan, we can sit and decipher what's fact and what's
okay. So do you think most or all? I think you realize you were wrong, so you're changing it. But maybe I'm wrong. So let me ask you again: do you think all or most Hall of Famers pick Michael Jordan?
I've never heard. Some Hall of Famers are dead, so I don't know what they feel.
Okay, so where were you going about earlier before you said the 2000s?
Well, the reason I said I said let's
before
start
that.
from
Before that. The whole topic
I was saying,
started. Where were you going with that?
I was saying let's start from the 2000s and up.
No. Before that, before you said 2000, you said something.
We were talking about. I was talking about how when you say GOAT, you know what I mean, and how it's different eras, different times, different rules, and things like that. But my whole point I was trying to bring up was I was saying even through all of that, like as the consent, for example, when people talk about the greatest of all time, what's the consensus? That's all I was saying.
I'll get to that. You were making it seem like you didn't say this exact words. Okay, I'm not putting your words in your mouth, but you were making it seem like all or most pick them. But I didn't want to assume that. So what I did was I was asking you twice. Actually, I was like, "Are you basically making the point that all or most pick them?" And you kind of made it seem like you are.
No, I was talking about the players from today, all the way going back to the 2000s. I said the majority. I said the majority.
That came later.
No, but I'm saying the majority. But my whole point of going back, if we going back to the 60s or whenever, you know what I mean? Because Will Chamberlain, I already knew where you were going with that. Will Chamberlain has come out many times and said Michael Jordan is nowhere near to me.
I'll even go more clear than Will Chamberlain. The majority of basketball Hall of Famers, the majority of NBA legends who are not in the Hall of Fame, they either don't pick Michael Jordan or there's no evidence they pick Michael Jordan.
Right. So, and then now Oscar Robertson has different takes on it. I've seen him say different things at different times about different players. So I don't know if he had a clear GOAT in his mind, but I've heard his different takes on basketball.
Yeah, people do have different takes, but the majority of them don't pick Michael Jordan, or there's no evidence they pick Michael Jordan.
They pick Michael Jordan, right? And but I'm saying, and that's where that's when I came to what I came to. If we go from pretty much the 80s, 90s, 2000s up to now, it's a lot of them from there that do.
Okay, I'll get to that, and then I didn't forget about the 73% poll. The minute somebody's on hold, let me bring them on. Yeah. I hope it's not who I think it is. Xavier Jones, you're on the program. Xavier Jones, are you there?
Of course. Took several times.
All right, go fuck yourself. All right, this is exactly who I thought it might be, and it is. I'm gonna enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I might take too long. I was gonna do the "It's time to block a Michael Jordan fan routine," you know, the segment, but he might leave before I do it, so I'm just gonna block him quickly. It's just some jerk off. There's a history with this guy. It's a lot of details. You know, he's just a typical Michael Jordan lover, also kind of a typical Michael Jordan lover. But anyway, okay.
Is he a troll?
He could be a troll.
He does. He's X. Do you remember X-Men?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I remember X. Oh, X-Men? Yeah. Are you talking about that, that dude that would always say Michael Jordan is the GOAT and stuff?
That's one of the things he does. He actually admitted that sometimes he just brings up stupid things that kind of like I don't have exact words. Instigate, start a drama, be rude, like trolling, you know? That's part of what he does.
Hey, Universe, can I ask you something though?
Hey, what's up, man?
Like, do you believe the 80s to be the hardest era?
No.
What era do you think was the hardest?
They're all good. There's no such thing as, first of all, there's no way to know what an era is. There's no like, here's when the era starts, here's when the era finishes. And even if you do have a way, it's not the player's fault if the NBA is tough or in the middle or not tough or whatever. And also, a lot of players play in multiple different so-called eras. So let's say someone says the 80s and 90s are one era, because that's what a lot of Michael Jordan fans do. That's the golden time, the toughest time, the best time, and all that. And then today's NBA sucks. Actually, Michael Jordan fans think every era sucks.
I'll tell you another. Okay, I'll give you another one. Has a Michael?
Hang on 1 second. So what they do? So even if you have different eras, even if you know what you think is a different era, a lot of the players played in more than one era, and they do well. And at the end of the day, I respect the game. I respect the players. I respect the so-called different eras and all that. Now, having said all that, if we're gonna question eras, if we're gonna do that, if we're gonna question eras and all that, if we're gonna question eras, you could easily make the point that the 1990s was one of the weakest times in the NBA.
I agree, but that's what I was going to tell you. Now, I'll tell you because I argue with Jordan fans too. Mainly, like I said, my brother and some of his friends. Because I got my brother's older than me, but so the one that they typically do when we bring up competition of wing players, like for me, like Kobe Bryant with his own defense and facing tougher defenders and defenses, period, than Michael Jordan did on the wing, in my opinion. But my brother will constantly bring up. He'll mix in the 80s and the 90s together, and he'll start naming people that weren't even defensive guys.
Right. No, you're right. They make up their own random what they count as an era. You're right.
Yeah, and so I have noticed that. The other thing I noticed is they will encourage a player, like if they like a player, like let's say Kobe, they only like him to a certain extent. They like him until they feel threatened by Michael Jordan. Then they start downing that player really, 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 really bad. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? I've noticed that too. So.
Most of the Michael Jordan fans, they're not going to say this. They're going to tell you, "Oh, I like all the players. I like the eras." And they will tear down every era. The 1940s suck. The 1950s, a bunch of white boys. The 1960s, non-athletic. Average height was 6'6". They don't got the skills. The 1970s suck. Now skip over the 80s and 90s. Now, when Michael Jordan retired, the league's ratings are down. Nobody cares about the NBA. It sucks. All they keep doing is calling a foul. Kobe Bryant copies Michael Jordan. And then the 2010s suck. And the 2020s suck. Every year sucks, except the 1980s years and the 1990s years. And not only that, but they consider those years the number one era, the golden era, the toughest era, and the best era. Take a guess why, man. It's because of Michael Jordan.
Well, Magic and Larry were the kings.
It's Michael Jordan. They will tear down Magic and Larry too. Super teams, stacked teams. They weren't scorers. Magic wasn't a scorer like Michael Jordan. Larry Bird didn't play as long. They had all these Hall of Famers. They will tear down anybody who's a threat. You know what? In the defense of Michael Jordan fans, now they're tearing down LeBron James. But in their defense, it wasn't always LeBron James. Now I'm going to go on offense. They used to tear down Kobe Bryant. They used to tear down Shaq. They used to tear down John Stockton. Oh, John Stockton got all these assists because of Karl Malone. And then they tear down Karl Malone. Oh, he got all those points because of John Stockton passing. It's always like find some way to shit on someone.
Or he didn't get a ring because Michael Jordan stopped him.
Michael Jordan stopped them, right? That's right. A lot of people, like on my page, I got millions of people coming here The Larry Bird fans, the Magic Johnson fans, Wilt Chamberlain fans, none of them usually do these things. And they'll vouch for me. They'll tell you, yes, Michael Jordan fans shit on every Hall of Famer who's a threat to Michael Jordan, and they shit on every era that's a threat to Michael Jordan. Like, I made a video on this. The way they set things up, nobody can be the GOAT except Michael Jordan. You can't have anyone else. Okay, we're gonna eliminate the 40s, eliminate the 50s, eliminate the 60s. They didn't have enough teams. They were plumbers. They weren't athletic and all that. Right?
Also,
so all that gets eliminated. The 2000s, that eliminates that. 2010s and 2020s, they're feminine. They score too much. They shoot too many threes. It's not as physical. The rules are weak. There's no center, small guys, and all that. So we eliminate all these years. So now we only pick from the 80s and 90s. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the 80s and 90s. Okay, Magic Johnson had a stacked team. Okay, he's eliminated. Larry Bird had a stacked team. He's eliminated. Isaiah Thomas played bully ball. Oh, they're eliminated. No one else won as much. They're all eliminated. Who's left? It's only Michael Jordan. There can be no one else but Michael Jordan. And that's why I don't blame them for the way they think. In their mind, in their Gatorade mind, they're so convinced and brainwashed and in love with Michael Jordan. They really think in their head, hey, we're just going by the facts. He got 6 rings and finals MVPs and 10 scoring titles and all that, because they set things up where nobody can be the number one guy except Michael Jordan. So I don't blame them for picking Michael Jordan that way, in that sense.
What was that? I was gonna say, like, to that, like, I'm with you on that. Like, it's like, no, he can do no wrong. Now, just like I can say good things about Michael Jordan, there's things I can also say where you be like, okay, he's not the GOAT, and that's the part where they get mad at me, because just like I can be both sides.
And when they get mad at you, we're on your side.
Okay, I'm learning. That's what this channel is. Cause you know what? Have you ever heard of Ticket TV, bro?
Yes, I made a video on the worst Michael Jordan lovers on YouTube. He was number one. He was number one. He's the worst.
Who is that? Ticket TV. He a cool guy. I know him now. But he's in terms of what he thinks. Like, and some of the people that go on there with him, the way you can't change what they think.
He is a nut hugging Michael Jordan, dick riding lover, and he has no guts to come on my program. And I've invited him on. In the beginning, I was nice to him. I invited him on. I went on his shit show one time. He wasn't fair to me. His boyfriends were like, being jerks too, or some of them.
Like you talking about like James and
I'm not sure who they were, but whoever they were. But he's scared. He's avoiding my show. His boyfriend Trovo TV avoids my show. I made videos on this. Trovo for TV's fat ass started drama with me for no reason. That fat, chubby, fucking overeating, fucking what's the other word? Obese fucking Michael Jordan fan. A lot of these Michael Jordan lovers are scared to come to my program. The only guy who had guts, and when I say guts, I'm not saying it's like a dangerous thing. It's just a phone call. The only guy who came on was Johnny Arnett. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the only guy who came on, Johnny Arnett. And Johnny Arnett, people were like writing in the chat room, oh man, Johnny Arnett exposed himself. He's a Michael Jordan guy, Michael Jordan lover, and all that. But not all of them, maybe not most of them, but a lot of them. Some of these Michael Jordan fans, they don't want to go on my program. BTM Time Machine, I emailed him. He's not following up. A lot of guys, Michael Jordan Archive. Nobody touches Michael Jordan. There's more examples, but you get the point. They don't want to go on. Now, maybe they're busy. Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they're not interested or whatever. But I can't even find, like, one guy on YouTube went on, like a famous guy, Johnny Arnett. That was it. How come no one else wants to go on? Well, I'll tell you why. Well, anyway, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what?
No, I just wanted to say Johnny Arnett is not a Michael Jordan fan. He's just a Kobe fan that thinks Michael Jordan is a GOAT, even though he's always defending him, everything that he does. He's still a Kobe fan, all right?
Well, I'm surprised, Zero. I'm surprised that he's a Michael Jordan lover, man. Here's some of the things he does. He picks Michael Jordan as the number one guy. He goes by analytics. He goes by rings. You played the tape when he came on when he debated me. It was all Michael Jordan.
Joking.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what happened to Zero here? I was about to say, this ain't Zero.
You know how Michael Jordan fans say that they're not Michael Jordan fans.
Oh,
they're Kobe
fans.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was doing a little shtick. You know what I mean?
By the way,
he's
Robert,
a Kobe fan.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, Robert,
that does sound a lot like me though. That does sound like so I get it. That's what I was trying to tell y'all earlier. You probably done debated so many of them
over 4,000.
Yeah, so I know it's some stuff I'm saying or a lot of stuff I'm saying. It sounds like him, but I'm like, it's like a boy who cried wolf almost. It's like, bro, I respect Michael Jordan, but I do like Kobe better than him, man. And that's only because I'm being a little biased towards. I told you I worked at the Staples Center for a long time, and I was doing the Shaq, get start from the Shaq and Kobe years. You know, so with Kobe
Bryant, you could make the case Kobe Bryant was better than Michael Jordan, man.
He definitely, from a skill to me to this day, like you could call me a Kobe homer or whatever, but he probably the most skilled player I've ever seen play. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. That's how I feel. He probably the most skilled player I've ever seen play. I mean, anybody that's shooting the three left-handed, bro, like bro, crazy.
Yeah, no. There's a story. I put the video where Kobe Bryant was like, Michael Jordan used to say things like, "I would destroy you," and Kobe Bryant was like, "Just remember who you're talking to," or something like that, you can make a point. Kobe Bryant, it's close. Okay, they're really similar players, obviously, but you could make the point that Kobe Bryant was a better player than Michael Jordan. If you ask me to pick, it's close, but I'm going to give the edge to Kobe Bryant because there's certain things that make him, I think, a better player than Michael Jordan.
Well, I'll say this, since I know it's a team thing. Y'all said a lot, but that 09 and 10 run were they may not have been amazing to everybody else, but they were to me, seeing that he wasn't exactly in his prime peak like he was in 06. He was a little bit past it. Body was kind of breaking down, but he was still able to pull that out with what they say wasn't another top 75 player. And he beat a team with 4 Hall of Famers on it. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty amazing to me.
All right. For those of you wondering in the chat room why I was calling Too Raw for TV names, I explained he started drama with me more than once. I was nice to him. I asked him nicely if he wants to go on. And obviously it's okay if he doesn't want to go on. I was being respectful. And out of nowhere, the motherfucker started drama with me, lying about me, being rude.
No, I know about Too Raw. I know about Too Raw.
And he did it. Yeah. And then I made a follow-up video. And then he did it again. He did it again means the same kind of things. And then time goes by. Then he comes back on my page and writes something negative. And even before he did the videos, I think he wrote some other stuff. I think somewhere else where he was writing negative things, but I'm not sure. But anyway, he has a pattern of doing these things: starting drama, being rude, making up lies about me in a negative way, things like that. So I'm not gonna in other words. I know I'm not saying it's okay for me to react in a negative way, but don't be surprised if I slap him around a few times. That fat, fucking, obese, overeating, chubby motherfucker. Then anyway, all right. So phenomenal. You never came on, Mad Capper. So it's okay if you don't want to come on, but I don't even know if you want to come on. But So Phenomenal made it seem like you wanted to come on, but you didn't come on then. All right, we got.
Wait, Mad Cap is in there.
Oh, you know him?
I think that's Mad Cap.
Okay, it says Mad Capper.
Oh, Cap. Okay, it could be different. I thought that was Mad Cap.
Okay, is that a Michael Jordan lover? Who's that?
Yeah, they be on the other channel that I was talking about. They be on there vouching for Jordan.
All right. We got Zero, Robert, and Latino. If you guys want to go over anything, go ahead. I know, Robert, we had that topic about the 73% and people from his generation, I think it was. And if anyone in the chat room wants to join up, we got 2 spots open. There's a link in the description section. All right, go ahead, fellas, if you like.
Well, what I was saying at that time, when we was talking about that, it was like I was talking about your guys like your T-Max, your AIs, your Kobe's, your dudes going up to pretty much now like a lot of them. I ain't gonna say 100% of them, of course, but you said it was 73. That's still a lot.
That's what the poll says, but I could tell you about that poll if you want.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Some of them was right. That's what you gonna tell me.
Did you know about that poll? 70%.
I heard something about that. It wasn't just players, but I mean, I don't know. Let me see if it's the same thing.
Yeah, so there's actually a lot of things wrong. So if I go into all the reasons, it'll take a while. So I made a video on it on my second page if you want to play it, but I'll give you some because I want to be fair to you and give you time to follow up. It's a matter of practicality, right? It's a lot of things to get into. All right, so I'll give you some. So first of all, let's say 100% pick Michael Jordan. Forget 73%. Let's just say 100%. That doesn't mean Michael Jordan is the #1 guy. Secondly, a lot of these guys are not even like if you're Zion Williamson and you're 21, you weren't even around for Michael Jordan. You're not they're not experts. They're not all experts. They're not all historians. Not all of them are historians. They don't all know as much as some other people who know the game. They're just picking them for different reasons. They could be influenced by the media. They could have a bias. They could be like, okay, you know what? Everybody else picking them. I don't want people calling. They don't want to be called out by some people, so they're going to pick them or whatever. But just Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, whoever voted, they're not. If you're 21 and all that, are you going to rely on them? You know. Third thing, that's 73%, man. Yeah, thank you. That's 73%. It was not 73%. You know what they did? These fools didn't vote. Didn't ask everyone to vote. They didn't even ask most people to vote. They didn't even ask half the people to vote. They polled about, I think it was 33%. And of the 33%, 73% voted for him. But the fucking media goes, 73% of the NBA picks him.
Picks him, yeah.
And Michael Jordan fans can't bother themselves to do some research. So they just go, oh, look. Here's a link. ESPN has an article. 73% picks him. I'm good.
I did see that. Actually. I did see that.
Yeah, 73% picks Michael Jordan. These people, Michael Jordan fans, can't bother themselves to do research. I did some research because I was like, what the fuck is this shit? 73% of the NBA picks him? Not all these people were even around when Michael Jordan played. So I just did some research. It didn't even take that long. How did the poll work? And they explained they polled about 33% of the NBA. And by the way, a lot of people they polled, they weren't even like the best players, like all-stars and all that. I don't even know who they polled. They just polled whoever.
Well, yeah, it's like Jason Tatum. You know what Jason. Okay.
Yeah, and then out of the 73%, out of the 33%, out of that 73% voted for him. Then, and there's something else you may want to know. Go look at who else they voted for. They got people like 1% voting for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 1% voting for Magic Johnson. So if we're gonna go by this poll, now be consistent. Are we gonna act like Magic Johnson is that low, only 1%, so he's not even has a case? He has no case. Kareem is only 1%, so he has no case. And let me tell you something else they did. Some of these people, I think when I say Magic Johnson 1%, Kareem 1%, I don't have the exact names and the exact numbers. It's something like that. Some examples like that. But here's another one. Some of them would vote I don't have the exact information. It's something like, I'm going to make it up so you have an idea, okay? Like 3% voted for Allen Iverson. So we're supposed to believe Allen Iverson now has a case? And more people voted for Allen Iverson over Magic Johnson. So Allen Iverson's better than Magic Johnson now? And some people didn't even get voted. Like some guys are not even there. So they don't have a case now? And some people, like Kevin Durant, got more than Wilt Chamberlain, for example. So, or I think who else? Chris Paul got more than Jerry West. So now that means Kevin Durant's better than Wilt Chamberlain, Chris Paul's better than Jerry West, and Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West don't even have a case then.
And then that's crazy. They didn't have Elgin Baylor in there nowhere.
Yes. So I don't have all the information. I had to make up some examples so you have an idea.
Okay.
But some of these examples might be true actually. The point I'm making is if people are going to act like that poll is reliable, now if they want to be fair, they got to be consistent and go by everything in that poll. You can't pick and choose the parts you like and ignore the other parts. Either you rely on that poll or you don't. There's no, okay, I'm going to go with it for Michael Jordan, but I'm not going to go with it when they go for Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? I'm going to go with it for Michael Jordan, but I'm not going to go with it when they pick Allen Iverson, when more people vote for Allen Iverson than Magic Johnson. Like things like that.
I don't respect that. Yeah.
So that poll is not reliable, and it's a stupid way to market for Michael Jordan and to make for all these people to make money, which is fine if they want to make money, but they're brainwashing people. They're lying to people. They're misleading people, and then of course, fucking Michael Jordan fans can't fucking bother to do any fucking research. Can't even bother themselves to do some research. It's just somebody has something that helps Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I dick ride Michael Jordan. So I'm going to use this to show everybody about Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Just Michael Jordan fans are the Donald Trump fans of the NBA.
You were actually called a Donald Trump fan yesterday, Universe.
That's right. They called me a Donald Trump fan too. By the way, Zero. Usually, not always, but a lot of them call me a liberal. Sometimes they'll call me a conservative. They'll call me a Democrat or then a Republican.
They all
Joe
bad.
Biden fan, a Donald Trump fan. a guy who's like a hippie tree hugger and a guy who's like a really conservative, like really strict right guy on the right, then these Michael Jordan fans come up with anything fucking stupid. I mean, for those of you who don't know,
things up.
yeah, exactly, making things up. I got a video where Kareem was basically asked, "How do you feel when you hear that Michael Jordan is the number one guy?" And he basically made the point, no, there's a lot of those people didn't see a lot of players play. He made it seem like lots of players are better than Michael Jordan. Yeah. Go in the comment section and read what these fools wrote about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about it. That's another where you can really decipher who's really a Jordan fan. So if somebody like says something like that's a player, like I can use Bill Laimbeer for example, right? Or Isaac.
Real quick, Robert. I'm sorry. Some people are on hold. Let me just bring them in real quick. All right, yeah. All right. First person, I'll bring in Dwight Ford. Dwight Ford, are you there?
Yeah. What's happening?
Hey, welcome, Dwight Ford, to the program. Welcome. What's happening? Next guy on hold. So Phenomenal came. All right. So Phenomenal, are you there?
Yep. I have a bunch of these accounts, just so you know that.
Good for you, man. All right, so I'm actually glad it's the same guy. It's the X-Men guy. I'm actually glad because there was no more spot available. So I'm glad he's I'm glad it's not like a legit call. Like legit means that it's just him being trolling and being stupid and all that. So I'm gonna take him out and I'm bringing Choice. Choice is gonna entertain us also. Choice, are you there?
No, I'm not here. No, but I'm here. I'm talking to you.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, welcome, Michael. Now we got Zero, we got Latino, we got Michael, we got Dwight Ford, and we got Robert. All right. For everyone listening, you can feel free to jump in anytime, but just let Robert finish his point and finish his points.
I want to go after Robert. Yeah.
But what you call it? That's what they do too. So even if somebody is talking the way you're talking about how other players are like, oh, they don't think Michael Jordan's the greatest. The first thing that a Jordan fan will say is, oh, he's jealous or he just mad because he got beat or something. They can't never just genuinely feel the way they feel. You feel me? So that's another thing they'll do. They'll debunk that player that said that. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to say.
All right. Can I tap in? Can I tap in?
Zero, go ahead. You guys can jump in too, by the way, but Zero, go ahead.
Can I tap in? Hello?
Yeah, I just
Single be quiet.
Somebody said they wanted to.
I think that was Dwight Ford. Or if anybody wants to go in, go ahead. Zero, Dwight Ford, Choice.
I'll let him go. Go ahead. Like I'll go after him. Let him speak his piece.
Okay.
You know, I'm a diehard Lakers fan, and I love your channel. I mean, the Michael Jordan, everybody, Michael Jordan fans, that's cool. But Michael Jordan was endorsed by the Bo Jackson. When Bo Jackson got hurt, all the money they put in Bo Jackson, they put it on Jordan. Okay? All the endorsements and all the commercials that they spent for Bo Jackson once he got injured, they put it on Michael Jordan. So everybody is brainwashed from jump that Michael Jordan is the best.
That's right.
In the 80s, man, Jordan couldn't hang with Bird, couldn't hang with Magic. All right. Magic and Bird saved the NBA, man. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be talking about Steph Curry and all these other dudes. You know, it's time for us to give these dudes respect, man. And Dr. J from the ABA, he saved the NBA as well. Because they wasn't even dunking in the NBA. They had to go over there and grab them dudes from the ABA to make it exciting. So yeah, LeBron James is a great basketball player. But him and Michael Jordan, they're two different kind of players. Michael Jordan was a shoot first. He was a defensive player. LeBron James is an all-around player, but I really don't like his game because he puts a lot of people around him and he makes their stats go down. See, when Magic Johnson played, he could take a dude off the bench and make him look like a star. Isaiah Thomas was a bad dude, as well, but they don't talk about him because he wasn't cool with Michael Jordan. I mean, if y'all love basketball, man, y'all got to respect all these players, man.
That's right.
Because,
Actually, you know what? Actually, what, Dwight? I want to ask you something, Dwight. Because you're making some real good points. The man with the big Nike logo, he knows what's up. Yeah. So Dwight, I'm gonna ask you something now.
I'm a Bo Jackson fan, man. I'm a Bo Jackson.
Bo knows, man. Bo was a good player in baseball too.
Yeah, he was a bad dude. He was a bad dude.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, Dwight. I was thinking about this, I think yesterday. So, okay, look, on that top 75 list, which is a stupid list, the top 50 list is a stupid list too. You know, they left out a lot of names. So they left out Alex English, Adrian Dantley, Bernard King, a bunch of guys. Now I was thinking something. If
Did they put James Worthy on there?
I'm not sure, but what I was thinking was, I'm not sure if they did that, but anyway, what I was thinking was, if it's okay to leave out all these guys, is it unreasonable if someone were to leave out Michael Jordan?
Yes.
No. Is it unreasonable? Okay. Listen, man. This is the thing. Everybody had their errors, man. They changed the rules for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a guy that was shooting a lot of points. He had a new game. He was a fast guy. Okay. He was marketable. It's kind of like boxing. Mayweather was marketable. But you think Mayweather better than Sugar Shane Mosley in his prime? I mean, really think about it. He dodged Sugar Shane. He dodged De La Hoya. He waited till they got old to want to fight him. Same thing with Jordan. Jordan didn't get to play the guys in their prime. When they got old, when Magic caught HIV, Magic was balling Jordan over HIV, man. Come on.
And Michael Jordan actually didn't want to play. He didn't want to play Magic Johnson one-on-one on pay-per-view.
No, and that was going to be big money. Okay, Magic would kill him on the post.
Yeah, he would. You're right. No, you are 100%. Dwight, you are one. Dwight, what's his name? Dwight Ford. Yeah, Ford. You are 100% right. But I got to ask you because I want to know what you think. So look, they leave out Artis Gilmore. They leave out Bernard King. They leave out Alex English. They leave out a bunch of people. So
Bernard King. Bernard King was the real king.
Just real quick. The question. Yeah, okay. Maybe Bernard King is a real king. So the question is, if it's okay to leave out a lot of these guys, is it unreasonable if someone were to leave out Michael Jordan off the top 75 list?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
You know why?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man.
Let me tell you why. Because it's all about politics, man. It's about money generating. It's all about money. Tom Brady, man, he got all the players he needs. All right? He's supposed to win. LeBron James get all the players he needs. Why he can't win, man? I can't make excuses for a person losing. He get all the players he needs, man. I love Westbrook, man, but Westbrook ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play good over there with LeBron.
If you take out the politics and take out the money, just go by the game. If it's okay to leave out a lot of people off that top 75 list, is it unreasonable if someone left out Michael Jordan off that top 75?
Yes, and that's what I was trying to say.
I don't even think they should make a 75 list because most of these guys that's voting for these people, they don't give a damn anyway. It's all about who making the money. It's all about the name, man. For them to do Kareem the way they doing, man, that's because he changed his name to Muslim.
Yeah, he was marketable. Yeah, he was marketable.
Okay.
Yep.
You can't. That's not no marketable thing when you know